Whoa! What? 150?
Oh, still doing these.
An extravaganza? What? Yeah.
Yeah.
An extravaganza.
No, wait. Let me try it again.
Good God, lots of blue. Blue. 150, our 150th episode.
If you're a new listener, you're already angry.
Extravaganza. We
Is this
Happy to
3
turn you
years
off.
now? 3 years?
it's kind of the third season, sort of, in a way.
Or,
We've taken a
or
week
maybe
off
the
here now.
third season finale.
Maybe just the
Even though we'll have to do this, it is the close of something, and we'll have a special announcement to make at the end of this, in the third segment of this episode. Very special.
Also, throughout this episode, I will be giving away one code for Call of Duty Black Ops Escalation.
Uh-oh.
For 360. That's the one they gave us.
And we have, I
Well,
think,
that's only when you
20 other prizes to give away in a secret trivia quiz with answers provided by you guys instead of Alex Trebek. It'll be great. We big announcements.
What
big,
is TalkRadar 150?
big show? It's all about us, and I know I say that.
That was a Jeopardy callback.
Yeah, special announcement.
Counter-terrorists win.
Did that? Are we celebrating that?
Are we going to talk about that?
No, we don't have to talk about that. Sam is dead. It doesn't. We probably shouldn't date what is to be a timeless.
Yeah, and we God forbid we date a podcast about video games.
No, never,
the
never.
stories about the first prototype are still good.
This is exactly.
Right.
We don't want to date this any more than possible. So
About a bad idea.
probably get into it.
Dude, listen to TalkRadar 1 when we're talking about...
Oh my God!
Oh.
It looks like we have a breaking news. We're gonna have to date this a little bit. PSN is down and has been for some time, but in a bit of bittersweet fortunateness, my gamer tag is trapped inside and he's reporting live.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Hold on, let me see if I can get him on the line. This might be able to happen. Oh God, is he on the front lines? Uh-oh. Hello. Let's report to me. My gamer tag.
Absolutely catastrophic here in the quarantine zone. Frankly, I've never seen anything like it. Gamer tags everywhere lie lifeless. Pixel junk strewn everywhere. It appears no one, not even PlayStation Plus members, are safe.
That's horrifying. How are Sony security forces holding up, Chris?
Chris?
Yes, me.
They're fighting valiantly, Chris. Doing the best they can to hold off attacking armies of Nigerian princes trying to transfer millions in inheritance to the compromised credit card accounts on PSN.
Oh, well, we're all praying you get back here safe, gamer tag.
I'll do my best to keep you updated. Godspeed, gentlemen.
Oh my God!
What is the?
What's that?
Glad you
What's
cut
that?
that feed off because
What is the primary ordnance they fire in PSN? The bullets?
I have no idea, but it's a war zone
It's
in there.
trophies.
It's
Trophies.
what we have. What we
Your
have.
trophies are being depleted at a very rapid
Hold
rate.
on, you don't want to ruin any further jokes.
Potential jokes.
Potential reports.
I mean, assuming he's still
assuming-
alive.
yeah, assuming- He's still alive.
We'll keep him in our hearts and
God,
minds.
I'm so worried. But
Hey, should we introduce ourselves?
Oh, damn it.
more Counter-Strike sounds.
Okay.
Nobody else? All right,
Whoops.
fine.
Well, should we?
Let's start on
Hi,
that
I'm
side.
Chris Antista.
Henry
I'm
Gilbert.
Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Now you
Go
can't
ahead.
both
Go
be-
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm Henry Gilbert. I'm Henry Gilbert.
I'm Michael Raparez.
Can you pronounce it in your native Spanish?
Miguel Rapara? Oh, God, that sounded weird.
That's close enough.
That sounded really
Yeah, that
weird.
was a
What
good
happened to
try.
my voice there?
Brett Elston.
Little Femi.
and Tyler Wilde.
And we moving into the top 7?
We can move in our top 7. We do that every week if you're just listening
Sure
the first
do.
time, and I know you're not.
You should tell 700 or 800 of your friends to listen.
Yes, exactly.
And then go to PAX Prime. Don't make me tell you again.
Come say hello.
And we haven't asked this in a while, but shouldn't they also review it on iTunes?
Maybe.
Give
We
I would
us
also like to
stars?
make a special request.
We might reward people who've done that thus far.
in all SRS-ness.
Uh-huh.
This week, if you're listening, I want for like many reasons that I can go into later, or rather than draw it out now. Everyone who's listening, please do a barrel roll. Please,
Yes,
do,
do a
please,
barrel roll.
please do a barrel roll. Just tap R twice or L, either one.
Yeah.
I prefer R, but everyone comment on this article for TalkRadar 150.
Please.
I really want to know. We know how many thousands of listeners probably listen.
Mm-hmm.
There's never been a story at Radar, I think, that's had 1,000 comments.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
And
You
I
gotta
really
comment
want to
twice.
see if we can do that. And not everyone comment 100 times each. I mean, like, if you're listening and commented on one 3 years ago, come into this one. If you've never commented, sign up. Please just sign up for this one, and I won't ask anything else of you again.
Be nice. The
I know
announcement,
our recaptcha is bad, but just
just once, just once,
the
just
announcement
once.
might pertain to things to make our life easier and may hurt you because you're not commenting.
Yeah,
You could save it. You could save this. Oh my God, they're gonna have to wait for the announcement. We did have a top 7 though, and the top 7 this week is
from Justin Towle in the
Justin
UK. The top 7 spin-off games you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Which
I've heard of
should
all
have
of
maybe
these.
been the spin-off games he's never heard of. But
Well, some of these I didn't regard as spin-offs.
I don't know. You can't.
I think it's a fun article. Phrasing it that way where I'm like, but I have heard of them.
But it's
But-
also,
but what-
it's,
I mean,
also it's
somebody-
substituted for spin-offs you don't remember. That kind of faded into nowhere.
that kind of like failed spin-off thing or
A little
something
bit.
like that.
No, what is it? Right.
I mean, some of these are very likely a lot of people haven't heard of, but
just because we read about games,
I know,
every
we're
single
the-
day,
we're
of
the
course
exception.
We've heard of these.
yeah.
But like,
Number 7. I already said that. Mm-hmm. Do you have?
you can't talk over the buttons.
Number 7 is Nina Williams' Death by Degrees.
Gee.
I have 2 shirts of this that I sleep in.
Really?
Yeah, from E304, I think they were throwing them out at one of the stages.
Literally throwing them out.
is this
in
one
the
of
garbage, and I went
carting them away in a bin.
I wasn't attending E3. I was rooting through the garbage of the LA Convention Center.
I see.
You were a raccoon at the time.
So this is like notoriously one of the worst games.
It's terrible.
Of that
Oh, that's what I
generation.
didn't even know.
It's one of those. It's an action game
assumed.
starring Nina from Tekken.
Like they have those X-ray moves that look exactly like the ones in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
in these cinemas.
Like you can end a fight, and I mean one of Nina's things is her chain throws, where she can like parry a move and break their arm. But here, like, goes in to do that Romeo Must Die bone breaking thing. Yeah,
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. Is that a DMX movie?
yes,
Yep.
party up, motherfucker.
Well, wasn't its biggest folly was that it was like dual stick
It's
control?
that. It's that.
yeah.
Speaking of Romeo Must Die,
Like Rise to Honor.
like Rise to Honor, starring Jet Li.
Are we really speaking of that?
It
I
was
reviewed
also
that
like-
game, and the highlight was that you get to run through the Metreon, which is cool for people who live in San Francisco.
Oh, wow. Back when Sony owned it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Human had that
run
same
around with
controls.
one stick and attack enemies by flicking the other one at them, like a
Yeah,
Smash
yeah.
TV Geometry Wars kind of thing.
Or
Well,
too human.
I guess I
Yes.
don't even know. Chris, you played 2 Human. You want to play 2 more of them?
There's not any reference of it because Microsoft turned my achievements into bereavements.
Yes.
I'm going way back in the well because I'm out of everything this week.
Was it human enough?
I'm looking forward to 3 human and 4 human.
They're not going to make the.
They said this week they're going to finish
No,
the trilogy.
I've read something else that makes a lot of sense. They're still in a lawsuit.
Yeah, they have to say
with
that.
Epic. If they say they're never going to make him again, which is what is actually going to happen,
Mm-hmm.
then they would have to say like, and then they lose a big part of their.
Nobody wants it. You can't fail that hard in the first game. And
It's so bad. Well, it's also their hubris of saying like it's part 1 of a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Don't come into that saying that.
Yep.
Does anyone else have anything to say about Death by Degrees?
I grabbed some sound effects because
Oh, boy.
I'm watching the intro and like Tekken.
Yeah.
It sounds like a pulp crime
Yeah.
title. Death by Degrees.
Just
It's a stupid pun because
This goes
you
on
have-
for a long time. An underwater shot of
December 5th, 1945.
Tekken?
Weather conditions. Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Tekken. No?
So is that Steve Blum?
Steve Blum. Who's Steve
sounds
Blum?
like him.
Yeah.
He was Spike Spiegel in the
He's everything.
Cowboy Beat. That's one of his most famous.
This is part of the objectives. I just thought it was contradictory.
You will enter the underground fighting tournament being held on board the ship, and then hide yourself and await further
You'll
orders.
enter the underground fighting tournament on board the cruise ship. So it's not underground. It's somehow
water.
it's sanctioned enough to get on a cruise ship.
Everyone had to have tickets.
And this is just
And then after winning it, hide out on the ship to escape. Don't let anyone know.
shh, it's underground. Nina Williams, everyone.
Is she even the most popular Tekken woman?
Clearly.
Tekken woman, probably.
She's
it's
the
like
whitest Tekken woman.
Asuka or Michelle, maybe? Or Jill?
Jin.
I've always been kind of a Xiao Yu fan.
Who?
I think Xiao Yu.
Oh, right.
Is
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
little
No,
girl?
she's pretty cool.
I liked Mocha Jin with the bow.
Yeah, that was pretty hot.
That was pretty great.
Number 6 is freshly picked Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land.
I actually have played this.
Is this Japan
teeny
only?
tiny
I
bit.
actually have this.
It came out in Europe. Actually.
it came out in
You
Europe.
can get a translated UK copy.
I have.
Oh,
the-
this is-
Play
okay.
no DS.
I have the UK. Carolyn got it for me for Valentine's Day.
Aw.
Oh.
I only have the theme, which is amazing.
Brass monkey.
It really is the proper sound for a chubby transvestite as he walks.
He's an elf.
So yeah, it's a
He's an elf, my bad.
So he wants to be an elf.
DS game about Tingle. And he had a second one called Tingle's Balloon Trip of Love.
Oh my god,
Which
why?
was just balloon fight, wasn't it?
Yeah,
But
probably.
reskin.
Freshly picked Rosie Rupee Land.
What the fuck?
It's interesting.
And we just did our hated characters list. We'll get into more hated characters later on, but Tingle is he's very high up in a lot of people's
Tingle,
hated.
Yeah.
the first because I already don't like Majora's Mask. And when I got it in October of 2000, and I'm playing Majora's Mask, and I'm like trying to figure out, okay, what is the deal with this game? The internet's still like kind of barely there as far as guides and stuff go. I mean, GameFAQs is obviously in full effect, but like I don't want to jump to GameFAQs right away to tell me how to play Majora's Mask. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with this game. And then I round a corner, and there's this green shithead, like floating in a balloon. And then, like, wait, what is this supposed to be funny, or am I? Is serious? Like, it set a bizarre tone for.
Go get the Master Sword, or I'll knock you down and blow you. I'm Tingle.
Who at Nintendo liked him so much to keep
Me, I'm
using
Tingle.
him?
He's not as bad in Wind Waker. Like, he's at
Well,
least.
he at least looks. In Majora's Mask, his face is so weird.
I just feel like someone had to fight
He's a
for
little
him.
grotesque. I wonder if
like
some of it-
everything in that game is fucking grotesque.
Is there a little homophobia in place with the hatred for Tingle? Because I don't hate Tingle. I don't hate Tingle.
I hate him for gameplay reasons. I think him as a character is funny and bizarre. I think that's pretty
Yeah, I think it's just bizarre enough to where I'm like, Tingle.
I guess some will dislike him because there is something gay about him saying like his stated dream is to be an elf or no, to be a fairy.
Yes,
He wants to be
that
a
is the
fairy.
gayest
Right.
thing about Tingle.
Right, but even in Ocarina, all the Kokkari call Link Fairy Boy over and over, so they mean literally fairy.
Yeah, but
not the
I
euphemism.
don't like this straw man argument of a homophobic gamer. Like, just making that up.
I think Tingle, like,
Doesn't exist.
we brought him up for the hated character competition, but like the reason we dismissed him, other than like Navi's way more irritating, is that he's not really hated. There's nothing
Yeah.
really essentially annoying about him. He's
No.
just creepy.
Yeah, he's creepy.
Yeah,
He's a creep.
and I learned to like him dealing with kinstone stuff in Minish Cap.
Yeah.
I was like him and his brothers. I was
love
just like,
Mario
eh,
Kinstone.
what's his
alright.
brother?
I don't know. Well, no, he has multiple brothers who wear different colored suits
Oh
of
my
his thing.
God.
Remember that from the
No, I don't.
Anybody
actually.
remember that? Does
okay,
anybody
don't-
on the internet remember that?
Don't trust anything Henry says. He just chugged an entire beer before.
That was amazing.
I've never seen him do
Yeah,
You didn't even announce you were doing it. We just
We just
turned
looked over.
We're
Like-
still doing it, and there's beer in there.
because I was afraid I'd fail. I didn't want to say like, "Hey, everybody, look what I'm going to try to do."
It's also not a college frat party.
Yeah, but we
so-
could have gotten you a
Yeah.
bucket, and I discovered something about you this weekend or this week, so that really makes me want to try and get you to vomit on Mike.
Yeah, I was disgusted by like one of the most disgusting things you can look at.
He didn't know. He didn't know. Little story. Lizzie is the only one who knows anything about the video here, and we were trying to hook up with the PC to FAP a game that has become, I think, Games Writers only unanimously like, let's not post that banned article.
Yeah.
Eric suggested, and I think this is a good idea, at a live show we should bring it, and we'll show it there.
Oh, wow.
But we're not going to post it. It's not because it is offensive. It's not anything that we did, but it would get us in trouble.
Yes, it
would.
absolutely
We
would.
would have a lot to answer for, and it's just not worth the time.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't think there's anything. If there is something offensive about it, fuck you. It's just. I think it's just silly.
Yeah.
But after doing that,
We had to get. She had to get the resolution of my PC working on the capture station.
I was in this, so I have no idea where this is going.
Attached to the 31-inch LED television behind me. So, like, whatever image is going through there, I'm like, Lizzie, just do it. Just get it to work. And she's like, I'm trying. Is it plugged in? I don't know. Is it plugged? And the whole time, I'm Googling Tub Girl. And so Lizzie's sitting right here with her face like inches from the monitor, and right when she gets it to work, boom, Japanese woman spraying shit in her face. And we said that I was laughing about it with Tyler in the car on the ride home, and Henry's like, "What's Tub Girl?"
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I'd never seen it.
Oh wow!
And
one of my friends made a shirt of it and wore it.
No, I have to show you, Henry. So I pull it up on my iPhone, and we're going we're screaming down the 101, and then Henry's like, "No, you don't have to. I'm pretty sure I don't want to. No."
No, I start dry heaving my car.
I almost had to sanitize my car.
I killed it in. Nothing happened.
You did, but that really does open. Like, I know your weakness now.
You need to beef up your internet here.
I used to look at the crazy shit all the time, literally. Like, I used to go on Style Project.
Like, literally insane, like, pieces of shit that have mental problems.
Fine. Shit that was crazy, literally.
By the way, that's how awesome Lizzie is, that she can laugh out loud at a surprise.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I don't have the stomach for internet horribleness anymore.
Never go to rotten.com.
BMP Ogrish?
I remember in high school going to Gore Gallery.
BMP Pain Olympics?
I don't know if that's still around.
See, that's what I'm saying. I was saying this to Chris earlier this week. I think our generation really is like the most desensitized.
Hold on, don't go there, Bill O'Reilly.
history.
There's plenty of
Number 5.
plenty of time to do that later. I'm going to show you ass tulips. We're gonna wade into this.
Just the description of that.
Number
sounds
5.
awesome.
Number 5 is Virtua Quest, which is Virtua Fighter RPG.
Literally, I've never heard of. Like, I have not heard of.
I do remember this.
No, I've not heard of this.
I
at all.
never
I
played
actually
it.
got a review copy of that on
Really?
GameCube, yeah, and I tried to play it, and I'm like, this is just fucking awful.
So is it set in the Virtual Fighter universe? And
Not really. It's sort of a little bit like
Virtual reality.
Pokemon, where
Yeah.
you're going around and you're supposed to be like, fighting Virtual Fighter characters in virtual reality, and then I guess you can get them to fight for you or something. I never played very much into it. It was just kind of like, this is...
it looks like there's some weird RPG kid with a robot sidekick.
Actually, it's like the Mega Man spin-off. Battle Network.
That's what it-
Because his graphics remind me of Custom Robo.
Because when Virtua Fighter characters appeared in the trailer I saw, it was always in some kind of Matrix-y, not really fighting them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just completely inappropriate to what you think of as a Virtua Fighter RPG.
Well, yeah, just the idea of like, wait, no one cares about the Virtua Fighter characters enough to make an RPG about them. So this idea is flawed from the beginning.
Also, technically,
So then, if you want to like, okay, well, it won't be about them, but it'll be set in their world. What fucking world? What Virtua Fighter world?
It's not set in their world. It's
I know,
set
I
in
know.
a completely new sci-fi world.
I know. So it's just this whole idea. I'm like,
Virtuavania.
how many people like? Yes. 30,000 people have to say yes to this to get it to be made and finance and have all these people devote hours of their lives to it.
That's right. We're
How we
Sega.
gonna
We have
land?
Sega. We have a rich history of RPGs.
Well,
we should definitely do
isn't
this.
technically Shenmue a Virtua Fighter RPG anyway?
In a roundabout way, yes.
Not forgotten by history, kind of.
This
And
was
it's also not very good.
This was that whole generation was like Sega searching for what their point was.
Yeah.
So I can see them just trying whatever.
Well, that's what the Dreamcast was, which
This
is why
whole
I admired it
generation.
so much, because Dreamcast was a system of nothing but taking chances. So I admire it for that, but in the end of the
In
day,
a
it's...
post-Alex Kidd world.
Yes.
I don't remember what number we were on.
Number
I'm gonna say
4. I love
Gargoyles
this game.
Quest.
Gargoyles Quest.
You wrote about this pretty
See,
recently.
I thought, because of the Capcom Association, I thought this was related to the Gargoyles TV show. Totally wrong.
No.
I really did. Like, without
remember
having
that
ever
game.
played it.
This preceded that show by several years.
No, I know, but by the time I saw it on the shelves, like where are my Capcom Disney games? Because they were coming out pretty frequently.
I could see that. Yeah, no.
I know now.
I know you know now. Ghosts and
internet.
Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts, the Red Aramer, Firebrand dude, got his own game on Game Boy, even though on the cover he was green.
And in the game, he was gray.
And in the game, he's gray. And then Gargoyles Quest 2 for NES, he was red again. And then Demon's Crest for Super Nintendo, which is actually a pretty damn
Fantastic
good
fucking game.
game. But yeah, this whole side story and of Gargoyles Quest, just 2D action game that is actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun.
And granted, it's a Game Boy game, so it's very simplistic. But
Pretty fun.
But I even played it recently for our, when we did our, before the 3DS launch, we did the top best Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS games. And I was like, maybe we should put Gargoyles Quest in there. And playing it again, I'm like, actually, yes, I still do. I still was enjoying playing it. So I think they successfully. And Gargoyles Quest 2 has some fucking great music. And then Demon's Crest for Super Nintendo is actually just a really interesting, really underappreciated game. And I read a story somewhere, probably EGM, because back then that's the only place you'd get news for video games, because Nintendo Power didn't really run news, and GamePro was just too busy.
Didn't need it. Pack Watch.
Pack Watch. So it must have been EGM, but I swear I read something in there about how Demon's Crest was the only game at the time to, in a week, garner negative sales. Where like, in a week, more people returned copies they bought than bought it.
Wow.
I don't understand that at all.
Like, it flopped big time from what I remember.
You sold this filth to my child.
But it came out in '94, which from what I didn't realize. But another thing I read is like the 1980 video game crash, which is actually just the console game crash, not a game crash across the board.
Yeah, it did pretty well on PCs and
Yeah.
and shit.
So like, there's a mini crash that's kind of, was it a mini crash of '94? Demon's Crest kind of got lumped into that weird period, but then I think about that time period, I'm like, wait a minute, fall of '94 was Final Fantasy III, Mortal Kombat 2, Donkey Kong Country, like those are all huge fucking games. Like, what about that? And they all sold great, so I don't.
The only thing I can think of is that like maybe people were more goody two shoes back then, so maybe they're like, oh man, this game's called Demon's Crest. That sounds awesome. You play as a demon.
I missed the sound. I should have been there for you. There it is.
The thing that bothers me to this day about Demon's Crest is the cover and the fact that the demon is wearing the tiniest underwear. And it's underwear. It's not like, he's wearing a breechcloth or some kind of like...
Got the Y fronts and everything.
Just the tiniest little package. And I'm like, oh, God. Like, I'd rather he had a huge red demon dick. Instead, it's just like... I'm like, oh, his girlfriend's so upset, I'm sure.
All right. Well, the only audio I grabbed from this was the text noise that scared me.
Oh, yeah, it's loud and not...
Because the music is great. It's typical Capcom of the era. Great chiptunes music. And then the text comes in. That is text vomiting, being vomited on the screen.
It's like a small angry dog.
Yes, that's a being hit sound effect.
Yeah.
It sounds like a digitized bark. Like a very small dog.
Number 3. Golden Axe Warrior. Golden Axe.
I did get the theme song of this because it's pretty tight.
It is. I have actually played Golden...
I'll give Justin credit. I had never heard of this one. Because I immediately thought read it and said, like, is that the UK title for Axe Battler? And it's like, no, this is even more obscure.
No, it even includes Axe Battler.
The Axe Battler is alright, but they actually had... One of the first soundtracks we ripped strangely was Golden Axe Warrior. I think that's what... Maybe it was Axe Battler.
That's what we're looking at?
Good stuff.
I like it. I like
very
it.
Nice.
Axe Battler. We can talk over it now.
The Golden Axe Warrior, I don't know anything about the game itself.
All right.
It's a straight-up Zelda ripoff, from what I remember.
Featuring the unforgettable characters from Golden Axe. Who forget Muscle Guy?
Yeah, Muscle Guy, woman in loincloth.
Woman in loincloth and elf?
Short beard man.
Short beard man. My axe.
I can't remember which one.
And for people who are as pedantic as me, it's Gilius Thunderhead, Cyrus Flare, and Axe Battler.
Axe Battler.
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah, I can't remember which one, Axe Battler or Golden Axe Warrior, is like the complete ripoff of Zelda. Like down to this one screen. Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Your face terrified me. Like down to the one screen, like Zelda 1, where you walk, screen scrolls, enemies appear on the screen slowly. Like, I mean, it's a
looks like this
straight up ripoff of Zelda, shamelessly. Sure, I guess.
Number 2.
Fucking Knuckles Chaotix from Sonic the Hedgehog.
I never got to play this, and
It's my friend got a 32X because he got everything, but it was terrible. Just
terrible.
Imagine it's just,
so it was terrible through and through.
I didn't like it at all because it was very pretty.
I can't believe it.
All right.
I like that you're keeping
it
it
was
within-
32-bit.
I'm keeping it to the console. Yes.
Yeah, keeping it to the console. But just we give Sonic so much shit for these terrible characters.
Not me. Never have.
No, I love Charmy the Bee.
Charmy the Bee.
But like,
what's Chocodile? What's his name?
Vector the Crocodile.
Vector the Crocodile.
Both of
Not
whom
to be confused with Vector Man. And his crocodile.
Both of whom appear in Knuckles Chaotix for the first time.
Well, this was really the beginning of
This
the
is the
fucking
beginning
menagerie.
of everyone is connected via a ring, and it's stretched like a rubber band. You're two people always connected to each other.
And I thought there'd be some crazy reason for that, but it seemed only like to charge a run or to solve puzzles within
can solve
proximity.
puzzles with
But it was punishing you.
It was an idea they had for a Sonic game.
Sonic
but
Crackers.
they realized we can't put Sonic in this.
So
can't-
fucking racist.
Was that developed at a UK tea party? It'll be a crackers game.
But so it's not good enough for a real Sonic game, but they'll dump anything on a 32X. So they'll
Obvious.
just shove it on there. But yeah, up until that game, it had been like one new Sonic friend per game, and then this one they just went crazy
They went
with
nuts.
with Knuckles friends. Really,
They went crazy and they never ever stopped.
I also
It's actually it is. I do want to. It is a pretty game, and the 32X didn't do much right. And there's always a thing where like, oh, every system has its share of good games. Like,
Virtual Hamster.
the 32X really is difficult to recommend anything, but this would be the closest. It's not a great game, but it's
Just for the
What
fuck
about
of it,
Star Wars
got you
Arcade?
the
Star Wars Arcade is all right, but it's
I got you the Star Trek Genesis game at a Goodwill for $2.
Futures in.
For $2. The 32X games are worth even less than
Yes,
like out of the box
They're terrible.
If you can find
loose
them, yeah.
Genesis games. And even Goodwill knows it. Who doesn't know anything? I bought a bunch of, just because it's Disney, a bunch of Disney collections that were in the shrink wrap that Target put on clearance, and they sold, here, $8. These are Goodwill doesn't know shit about shit, but they saw 32X and like, fuck this.
Yeah, somebody
Marked it
there
down to
knew
like-
enough,
to like
like-
80 cents. 99 cents is too good for this game. Domination is cents.
Also, I remember I thought we'd never see those characters again because they were like the least popular ones, and then they made Sonic Heroes.
Sonic,
and they're like,
Sonic Heroes
Yeah.
is kind of the closest relative to Knuckles.
and they
so
brought back
weird.
all those characters for Sonic Heroes. Like you were supposed to celebrate it. Like the lost chaotic characters have returned, huh?
Yeah, they had their own team. I think it was Team Chaotix.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, just remember that. It's like, this is a really weird game because like the characters have to like run in a squad the whole time.
Yeah.
and
Fucking
switch off.
Charmy the Bee.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
a comic situation where two people are shackled to one another, and
Yeah,
they turned it
yeah.
into a fucking game.
I remember like all the reviews like said this is a step in the right direction.
He's a lawyer and he's black.
And it's like, this
They're-
is
they're
actually
chained
more
together.
boring than Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
All right. Wait, we got numero uno.
Yes, we're about to, but I would like to quickly read the names of the fucking characters.
Oh Jesus!
Knuckles, you can know. We know.
All right, Fucklesy, Igna, right?
Fuckles.
Mighty the Armadillo.
That whole ass shit, man.
Sure. Vector the Crocodile, who knew. Charmy Bee. And SBO the Chameleon.
Awesome.
Not pictured in here is Cream the Rabbit. And
Dream was introduced what in like one of the DS games,
Advanced,
or
I think
something?
maybe
Yeah, something
Advanced too.
Fisty the Wombat.
Well, and then
I'd love to look these up on Urban Dictionary and see what
broke
they
the
are.
bat.
What was the one from the fighters, like Bang the Sniper or something?
Oh,
like that?
yeah, Sniper.
Well, there's that big bear too.
Shitty the Titmouse. He was. Who could forget?
And then if you look at the history of them creating friends, they're like, oh, people like Sonic, so let's instead make new hedgehogs. So Silver
All right,
the Hedgehog,
here we go.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Here we go. List of Sonic the Hedgehog characters.
All right, let's do this.
The Babylon Rogues.
Yay!
From, I believe that's Riders. Jet the Hawk.
Uh,
Storm the Albatross.
oh.
And then the
Storm
most...
the Albatross.
And then the most fucking euphemistic... Is that a word?
yes.
Wave the Swallow.
Wave the swallow.
Blaze the Cat. Amy Rose. What?
Yeah.
The Chaotix people. Cream the Rabbit. Cheese the Chow. Or Cow.
Cream
Cream the Rabbit. When you said it like that, it's like that sounds like something you'd find on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, I know.
Like
And
it's a
then-
sex act.
Also,
Yeah.
Vanilla the Rabbit. Dr.
course.
Eggman, which we know, the E100s, what? Fang the Sniper,
That was it.
aka,
Jesus.
aka,
I'm out of sound effects.
appropriately, aka Knack the Weasel, Sonic, Tails, Shadow the Hedgehog, Silver the Hedgehog, Tikal the Echidna,
I'm literally out of sound effects.
Rouge the Bat.
Yep.
That's enough. That's enough. Oh, and I forgot the last one. Froggy.
Rouge the Bat, like the first overtly sexy Sonic character.
Yeah, like don't you want to put
with
your
defined
wiener in
breasts?
between her bat boobs?
Oh, yeah.
Just go to
Christ. Yes.
Session to
Nocturnally.
furries.
Somebody's gonna go look. You know.
Come belch the platypus.
Rule 34, man.
God, that was my favorite part. You run out of steam reading things off the Mortal Kombat. Cum belch. You can barely make it out. It's fucking
Gangbang
beautiful.
genocide is my.
Ah, cum belch.
Number 1. Street Fighter 2010.
Street Fighter 2010.
Which is...
I was very confused by this game for a while.
So
Yes.
weird.
It's the kind of thing, like, when it came out as a kid,
Ken, isn't it? Is
it's
it not?
Ken, and it's from Capcom, but it's before 2 came out. But hardly anyone knew it until 2 was already out.
At
and
least it
huge.
establishes Capcom was
So
doing that
weird.
shit even then. Like, we don't care how obscure, how few people adopted this character.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the next game.
So it's Ken in 2010, which, keep in mind, this was like 1989 or 90.
Ken in 2010.
Like 1990 or 91 or
I
something.
got it.
Thank you. Another Sega joke. Wonderful.
And
Sorta.
it's not a very good game. It's like, it's weird. It's in that time where 2D action platform
I tried
games.
really hard to enjoy it.
Yeah, and instead
I
it's like,
remember Nintendo powered like trying to compare it to Bionic Commando.
and that doesn't
The
work.
game tried that too.
And then, like, it's like you're Ken going after targets, and the targets are all monsters and mutants and robots.
Yeah, it's like it's
2010,
2010 and aliens have fully integrated into our society. I guess.
Things happened fast.
It's
damn
like
prawns.
even at that timetable, it's like they would have to land the day after this game launched for it to be to the level of acceptability that it is in 2010, where he's like, yeah, I got to go hunt down some fucking aliens today.
I had thought at the time that this is like finally Street Fighter comes home to home consoles. I was very, very confused.
Yeah, no.
So then only after 2 blew up did we go, wait a minute, wasn't that game called Street Fighter? Is that the same?
Yeah.
It's Ken. What? So,
In the far-flung future of
There we go.
2010.
And then
I'm a
story.
big Street Fighter fan. Maybe I should play that. Oh no, wait, no, I shouldn't.
here's the story. Ken had no interest in the frontier. Then his partner Troy was killed. Someone broke into their lab, stole their invention, and left Troy as a pile of jelly on
Mention
the...
a bigger fist.
There's a pile
Wait,
of-
hang on. And they left Troy as a pile of jelly on the floor. Which
Battle of
is a
Jellyfish?
great country song. I don't know if you're familiar with it. I
love
tried to get there. It's been 25 years since Ken was king of the Street Fighter circuit, but that's nothing some good Bionics can't fix. And then Justin rightly points out he really just looks like Albert Wesker now. He's got fucking shades and short hair. Chris. That's
90s. Well, late 80s.
Yeah, that's all.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. This top 7 was timeless. It can be enjoyed again and again, like TalkRadar. And it's our 150th episode. We're going to celebrate in a weird, weird way by giving away shit that I announced we'd give away on Twitter. I'm not going to tell you what, maybe ever. Maybe ever.
You're just going to
Even after you get it, you won't know what it is.
You won't know until you get it.
You don't know this podcast anymore. It's never going to be the same. It's sort of not a joke. All right.
You're scaring people
more
at
timeless
home.
stuff. We're gonna hear. Yeah, this is probably the Fugitive Hunter theme song.
Bullet to the chest, arrest.
Possessed with the quest, bulletproof vest, shot to the chest, arrest. Only the blessed, stress the mess until it's time to leave the nest. Only the new song, rock stealth skills, bringing like the dome. Who must be? Lay my path with spirit to be. Lead to the circle of a roller ring. Think we can't take a drink. Stick it to the clink of the clap. I'm from the lab, can't see the hand. Think I'm limp, got to move now.
Hey sports fans, this is Shane Patterson, former associate features editor for GamesRaider.com, back from the dead with a brief iTunes review from a member of our TalkRadar community. This is the review by Aaron Baba. TalkRadar is an example of how tight-knit and fun the gaming community can be. The guys give a level of effort that is unseen in many industries, dedication to a fan base that receives top-notch entertainment for no charge. Sure, the humor can be seen as childish by many, but if being brought to tears from laughter isn't entertainment, then I don't know what is. Well said.
Veronica Belmont from Cora, the PlayStation Network. Review by John Rabbit. 1 part VH1, I love the 90s. 2 parts 30 going on 12, and all parts amazing. This show is like listening to a group of friends I didn't even know I had. Love these guys and girls.
Tyler Nagata from Games Radar with a review by I Want to Marry Chris Antista State Way. Keeps me going. Ever since I started a second job cleaning doctor's offices at night, TalkRadar keeps me from going insane. I'm sure glad no one is there because I laugh out loud a lot.
Hey, this is Evan Motti from PC Gamer, and this is a review from the Suburbia Ruins. Best podcast I have ever heard. It tells me what games to buy and stuff. Not. But it's fun, funny, and is just fun to listen to. Keep up the good work, guys.
Andy Eddy at Gamer Magazine. Celione says, God's gift to mankind, TalkRadar descended from the heavenly plane to bestow upon our world knowledge and profane hilarity.
Matt Keast, review by Ben Cheneve. I started listening to this recently and I enjoyed it so much I'm now listening to all their entire backlog. This really is the best podcast out there. The commentary is great, consistently hilarious, and informative. Keep it up and I will listen forever.
I have never seen such an amazing podcast. It be so good. Balls.
Scott Butterworth, PlayStation Official Magazine, review by Hyman Roth. Fantastic in the field of podcasts in general and unmatched in the field of gaming podcasts. The hosts are funny, knowledgeable, and opinionated and go on hilarious tangents as good podcasters tend to do.
Carolyn Goodmanson, review by James Terry. This is the kind of podcast that would hold your hair as you vomit out a window onto someone below in an attempt to pick up chicks. From Hawaii to Sedona to Australia to literally underwater, it's something I can recommend to anyone and everyone who loves gaming culture.
Mitch Dyer, review by Luke127. I love you. Never stop. I might have to kill someone.
Gillian Pierce from @Gamer Magazine, a review by Golden Boy. I listen at work and find it hard to maintain my calm because these guys are hilarious. They play the most obscure clips and sound bites from old games and movies that I thought no one else would know. I love it.
I'm Francesca Reyes with Official Xbox Magazine, and this is a review from Phazon 117. TalkRadar is to podcast what Super Mario Bros. Was to video games, full of quotable and memorable moments. It gives a humorous touch to the sometimes serious business of video games. A must-have if you hate boring things.
This is Michael Grimm from Games Radar. I'll be reading a comment from Nicholas Fonseca. The It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia of gaming podcasts. Once you hear it, there's no going back to the other lame crap out there. It's like you're at home with friends cutting up about games and gaming culture. Also, rape jokes.
Michael Arens, PlayStation editor for Games Radar.
Welcome to your doom.
I'm starting this off.
Oh no.
Negative. No, it's not negative. It's positive. It's a positive show.
It is.
About 150th episode. Did you enjoy that? Hope past guests reading iTunes reviews. Maybe it happened.
I hope it did. The emails are out, right?
They're all gone. They're all out there. But, Anyway, what do we normally do here, Henry? Like
new releases?
Yeah, that's probably no. Oh my God! An update from inside of PSN. Currently down. My gamer tag is reporting live right now from the war-torn landscape of the PSN.
It's a dangerous job.
It is. All right. Now we go back to my gamer tag reporting live. Let's hear from him.
Chris, I'm coming to you live in front of a tragic monument. Valve's Steamworks, which was to be unveiled during the week of the PSN.
Oh my God! Are you all right? Are you okay?
All right. Okay.
Okay.
What you've just heard is an RPG. Final Fantasy IX, to be exact. The PSN store's fallen victim to rampant looting. Yes, the import store has been hit the hardest. Plus, players' trophies continue to be pillaged at an alarming rate, Chris. Platinum trophies for Demon Souls are currently going for up to 1,600 Microsoft points on the black market.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
I'll keep you posted on the situation, Chris.
Oh, God. Okay. Stay safe, buddy.
Wow. What a hero. Really.
This just reminds me of Mr. Show.
What's that?
I don't know. You want me to ask this tree?
Look, he's working with what he's got out there. There's Nigerian princes attacking compromised credit card numbers.
I want to know how he got in there.
He's left in there.
Gamer tag.
Yeah, it all became a quarantine zone after the big shutdown.
So your Xbox gamer tag is in there?
No, my PSN gamer tag.
That gamer tag is a thing of Microsoft. I was confused the whole time.
Yes. You want to do anything else to make it funnier?
I think it should be called
maybe a little dance that people can't see. I think that would make it funny.
No, I actually thought. I mean, I just assumed your Xbox gamer tag somehow migrated over and got stuck.
No.
Okay, good.
Now that the joke is cleared up, we can continue.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The fog of joke is finally lifted.
Seriously, though, I'm worried about him.
Elson, do you have something to give
Let's
away?
pour more water on this blanket.
Is this really? You're just going to toss out a code?
I'm going to give you the first two. Here's an escalation code for Call of Duty Black Ops Escalation, which came out with, 4 new maps and Call of the Dead.
It's fun. We have a FAP up for it. I'll put it on the page.
With Romero being a giant asshole.
We didn't understand what was happening.
Yeah.
It was a little different than the zombies mode I've played before.
So yeah, this is first come first serve. Whoever gets this code in first. Here's the first 2, and I'll give the last 3 sections in the third segment.
Oh my goodness!
So I mean, you got listen or skip around like a jerk, whatever.
Okay.
The first QW7VH. That's QW7VH HJJVM. That's it.
Hey, for people who plan to skip forward, you should read the wrong code later on and say beforehand, this is the wrong code. The next code you're going to hear is wrong, and then say the real one at the end.
We got plenty more projects.
But I just said that.
Coming up. That was part of new releases. I don't think much else came out this week. I don't
Whoa.
remember looking. Oh, of course, Henry. Henry, what you got?
Well, weren't you playing Outland?
I was playing Outland. That came out last week.
That looked cool. You were playing it to the Tron soundtrack. And it was awesome.
He has a glowing blue outline on his jacket, and every song was awesome.
There's even a song called Outland.
There's a song called Outland on the Tron Legacy soundtrack.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Right when I got to the first boss, like fucking derezzed and the fall kicked in. Like,
wait, does it have a bunch of Tron music?
No, I was playing it out of the 5.1, and like,
okay.
we had people over, and I wanted to be antisocial.
I see.
And anyway, but yes, Outland was pretty dope.
Well, Thor was the big release.
Jesus, you stopped the podcast for that?
Well, I wanted to first talk about how I haven't played the final version of the next gen ones, but they are they seem like they could be contenders for worst game of the year.
Yeah, I want to fap them soon.
Well, I mean, their track record is Iron Man and Hulk, and the Iron Man 2 game was terrible.
When I played Thor about a month and a half ago, like it was actually like broken. Like not even like, oh, this is kind of boring. Like this doesn't work. This is a broken game that you guys can't ship.
The Wii version, which some reason keeps getting suggested as maybe it's better.
Because you can swing it like a hammer.
Yeah, IGN gave it a 6, and it's in a power of 5.5.
Wow.
Or Project Hammer.
Is there a hammer peripheral?
Now I have to do. I do want to
be. There better be a plastic hammer I can clip onto my fucking wand because I have no imagination.
I don't get it.
Really quick, I have actually been playing the DS version of Thor.
Okay. Way Forward?
It's Way Forward, who is Contra 4, Boy and His Blob, that
Batman,
Brave
Brave
and
and
His Bold. They don't make bad 2D games. They're very good at this.
Brave and Bold is really good.
I think this Thor game is actually like if you miss if you wanted I want to play a new Super Nintendo game right now. That's what it is. Like that means it's got all the pros and cons of that era. So it is a beat 'em up, but it actually has like a lot of cool shit going on. Like you can juggle enemies and keep combos going. And I mean, it's just a 2D beat 'em up, but you have a lot of moves. The sprites are very pretty. There are no combo breakers. But it's the kind of thing like it had a couple of moments where I'm like, oh wait, I wonder if I can chain that or if I can end that with this move and get one last hit in. And I'm experimenting and I pull it off, and you get that sense of like, wow, I just figured out, like, I didn't need a tutorial to tell me to do that. It gave me the basics, and it does have a tutorial in the beginning, but it gives you just the bare bones. And then I'm like, wait a minute. And I really think that the DS game is pretty damn good.
All right.
It is what it is. It's a Super Nintendo game made today. So, if you were a big gamer, it makes me think about Way Forward. Like, if they were around in the Super Nintendo days, they'd be like one of the most legendary
gods,
like a treasure level, like kind of 16-bit kind of group. Like Contra 4 was fucking amazing. And this isn't that good, but I of all the Thor games, this is easily the best, which isn't saying much. But like when I got the package in that had all the copies of Thor in it, you try to mentally think, well, the DS one's probably the worst. Then, well, between the DS and the Wii one, because who knows? And then the 360 PS3 one with the movie game might be the best, but it's still not good.
Because that would be the one they would try. They would spend the most money on.
The HD ones, maybe, but in this case, the DS game's fucking way better. It's just they didn't try to make a shitty 3D game. It's a pretty. I'll move on.
We're going a little short. I want to play around with shorter shows. Announcement later in the break. Later in the show. Announcement.
What? Well, all right.
No, Henry, you got two things. What's one?
What, are we out of new releases now?
I don't know. We are.
Yes, there aren't any others than Thor. I'm looking forward to seeing Thor this week, though. The reviews have been pretty good for it.
Part of this, the movie?
Yeah.
I'm very surprised the reviews have been, the few reviews.
Those trailers didn't look so good.
They looked it looked like the funniest superhero movie since Hancock. I'll give it that. But
there's as of today, there's 78 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's got a 90 average, or a 90, accumulated, whatever.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
90% fresh.
And it is a lot.
That's pretty rare.
Well, it's our 150th episode.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to find ways where we could be silly and incorporate as many as of our fine listeners as possible. And so last week we did our ultimate hated character battle. Hated character. We even put up a fake podcast on Monday. that was our meeting, like pure and simple. Like that is how we discussed and decided everything.
Yeah,
for the most part. I'm sorry, Michael. I know you hated this whole project. But,
why are you sorry?
Because it seemed kind of like once I put up 2 hours of it and like Michael put that in an article.
Yeah. I love that some of the text in the article is verbatim what you can hear us saying during the meeting. Or
It's like I tried to doll it up a bit in places, and then there are bits where I just kind of threw my hands up and was like, I can't make this work.
It's okay. There were bits where like where like I'd say something, Michael's like, we're not doing that, and then like I could see if it was towards the end, it made it in any way.
That was kind of the point of our character battles, is that
there's another version, something similar, coming in May.
Fascinating.
It's another battle, and it's even dumber.
Even I don't know about this. That's how top sacred.
Yeah, I think the thing that you're talking about is that Jesse Jackson shows up and says absolutely not, but then like the thing that I said no to was like we were going to have him become a character in the battle, and it's like, but then we're saying Jesse Jackson's a hated character, and I don't want to do that.
A hated game character.
Some people don't like him.
He's not in a game.
No, he might have been in the one we were playing the other. All right,
at least the internet was in games.
Careful.
The one we're never going to post.
Okay. Anyway, we asked, we're going to change things up a little bit, do a lot of community stuff for this. Let's just try and have fun. We got liquor-based contraband. I'm trying to be.
Can't get it open.
You all right there? I heard the sound. It sounded like a freaking
last
door.
time I drank,
let's get sloppy.
I didn't drink SoCo.
Good, because we're going to have a character quiz involving the question of the week thread. What's your most hated character? Yes, this is going to be a quiz. We're playing for people on Twitter.
Oh, wow, this is Double Dare.
No, this is this original song I composed for the contest.
Oh, right. Okay, of course. I made this sloppy joke not even knowing you would do that.
I know, it would have been a really great segue. I was very happy about that. But missed opportunities. So people in the forums and on Facebook and whatnot.
I can't believe you composed this at 10 years old. That's pretty impressive.
Pretty great. All I needed was a little keytar, some hit sticks. I was good to go. That was good to go. My first Sony, got a Muppet keyboard in there somewhere.
Nice.
And I'll stop now. But yeah, we have a character battle extravaganza. People told us their most hated characters, and you guys are going to guess which one.
In the graveyard of a forums, gamesradar.com/forums.
You're playing for... Jesus. You're playing for a prize.
It's a plague-ridden town.
People on Twitter. I said, do you want a prize? The people who said they wanted a prize you guys will be playing for these people on Twitter.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Wow,
now,
there's some stakes
I'm going to play...
in this
Yes, there are some stakes in here. You will be playing... The first one, let's say, you will be playing...
I was about to say the same thing.
Great minds.
In the first one, you will be playing for Deformed Orange. Deformed Orange.
Is there a way we can lose such that he doesn't win the prize?
Yes, there's a lot on the line right now.
If you don't get it, you have to figure out what the character
We have 20 or so of these prizes to give away.
No.
We will not. You will only know what they are when they show up at your door.
Yes.
This requires your address. Once you win, you also win. I will follow you, and then you will DM me your name and address. Name and address. It's always one or the other. I can't send an envelope to a name. Address is important. All right.
Also, I understand not wanting to give out your information over the internet is important, but so is getting your.
But you're giving it to me, and I couldn't want it less. If somebody over here would have made a form that we could just print it out into something, that would be awesome.
It's more secure than if you gave it to Sony.
Also,
but that's not a Games Radar idea.
You fucking redcoats can't enter. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I try and keep it to the U.S., but this is the people we have on
US and
Twitter.
Canada. Canada's cool.
None of you come
North America.
Canada can't.
North America.
So
but
part of the
you guys are playing for Deformed Orange. Cleanser 247, who made us a nice song that we'll play a little later on. This is his his most hated character in all gamedom. Who can guess it?
While the rules may not be perfect, the alternative is hell.
Who can guess his most hated character? It's from a recent game, from a semi-recent game.
These aren't from our list, though.
These are not.
Oh, they're from
You'd
the
be
question.
surprised how much of an overlap there is. But the ones I took were posted. They posted before our list went up.
Okay.
So we, in my opinion, we nailed the hated characters
Nice.
we put in the battle to begin with.
Right. Okay. Wow.
This is a recent one.
While the rules may not be perfect, the alternative
is hell.
Is it someone from Bulletstorm?
No, I'm looking at Michael mostly to get this.
Is it somebody from House of the Dead Overkill?
No, it's from a beat that you walk, including something very soon, a company you know very well.
So it's from a Rockstar game.
It might be Red Dead, Michael.
Oh, it might be from Red Dead.
Mm-hmm. Remember, this is
Play
for
it again.
Deformed Orange.
But what character?
What character? What?
While the rules may not be perfect, the alternative is hell.
I feel like I should know this.
It might not remember his name.
That's not the.
You said Red Dead. You know what I'm going to say?
Not Dutch, is it?
Good enough. It's Edgar Ross. Edgar Ross. He's one of the deputies holding John Marston hostage, basically. Deformed Orange.
that guy is such a dick.
Why did he? I don't remember this character.
win a prize.
Yeah, no, I remember.
You remember him. He's one of the two deputies constantly...
The two FBI guys.
You know that exploded face you took a picture of?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we should put
Spoilers. Cleanser 247 hated that guy.
Put that in the page. It's a fucking great picture.
We have... All right, the next one you'll be playing for. You will be playing for... let's write this down. Caleb KJC, and this was submitted. And I wish I would have looked through all of it by both Caterparrot and genetically altered super giraffe ejaculating grenades. That is a great form name.
Are they live grenades or are they duds?
I can't imagine a giraffe could ejaculate live grenades, Brett. Why are you being fucking silly? But
just imagining it like what was it, like Cyrax's fatality?
Yeah, just grenades
everywhere, and then the world blows up.
What character is this? Remember, think of Caleb.
Chocolate chip sundae supreme.
I will accept the game he's from or his name. His name is difficult.
I'm already irritated at that.
This is
jerking off.
This is a series that will appear more than once in this list.
I think I know this.
Come on, Michael.
Is it Leisure Suit Larry?
It is not.
Okay. Chocolate chip sundae supreme.
Kind of sounds like SpongeBob.
A little bit from a game that we all dislike, universally despised in this office, if we can consider that universal.
It's from
Popular
Sonic
character. It might be a Sonic character, Henry. Just tell me the name. Tell me the name of the game.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic Unleashed.
Brett Elston, it is Sonic Unleashed. Caleb, Jason, I'm gonna.
Oh, it's the bat that's.
It is Chip. It is Chip from Sonic Unleashed. You got this.
So
Caleb,
he's actually
JKC,
masturbating
number.
over chocolate himself Sunday.
Wins a prize. Chocolate. This one was submitted by 510 Brother Panda and Reborn Kusabi.
And who are we playing for?
You are playing for Travis Foster. Travis Foster, Turbo Bison.
He did finally admit that We're Back is not as good as The Land Before Time. So.
You know what? He wins automatically. Fine.
And why would he ever think that?
If he finally was able to copy that, good for him. You're gonna play for somebody else.
I did appreciate
right now.
that.
You're just gonna get a prize, Turbo Bison.
Yeah. See, swallowing your pride.
Up
got
till
you a
one
prize.
on Twitter, you guys are playing for him in this hated character submitted by 510 Brother Panda and Reborn Kusabi.
Always with something to prove. A chip on my shoulder.
This is a beloved character.
Oh,
a recent hated
Samus.
Brett Elston, it is Samus. We are giving away prizes left and
I like
right.
the chip throwback to the last entry. It's cool.
Listen to that fucking deadpan in.
Always with something to prove. A chip on my shoulder.
Shoulder.
Fucking
game.
I don't like that Lord of the Rings
Hey,
call
chip
to
on
arms
my
horn.
shoulder.
All right, we also have
fucking Samus.
This is probably submitted by more people than just this. It is submitted by Felix the Cat and Hey exclamation point, and you guys will be playing for Magnetics SQL on Twitter. Magnetics XQL, and here's the sound effect. I don't
Baby Mario.
All right, Baby Mario. Henry with the win.
Wait, or is it Navi?
No.
That was both.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't hear. Elson, you going crazy, sweetie.
Wow, I was going crazy.
It does kind of sound like Nevi's Hey, though.
Hey.
Weird.
You're thinking of the sound I made for Michael's
that's what
article.
I was thinking. Okay, never
So for
mind.
the article, which I should
For his
go ahead.
television article.
For
You've
his
been hearing
article.
Navi too much lately.
Yes.
Hearing her everywhere.
Yes, I'm working
Article for the web TV.
This is the last battle, Baby Mario versus Navi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That's why we make the big bucks.
Turn into
That's actually better than what my original instructions for that were, which were just to like have it like just rapid and like overlapping itself to the point where it's just like a grinding noise for 30 seconds.
It was easier, but you were away and your instructions were. Henry told me, remember that sound you and Michael talked about? No.
Well, he says you should have a sound for it. When this
you were like, I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
No, but I took care of it.
You did.
All right, and I made you a fucking rape cartoon.
Yes, you did.
Games Radar US's first custom animated job, not be raping.
And I appreciate that. You did a very good job putting rape in an article.
It was revenge from Navi on Custer.
Yes.
So he deserves it.
Okay, this one was submitted by Stray Gator. This is gonna be a little tough, but we all played this one.
Oh, that's
most hated character.
That's several different enemies from Doom.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
What was the one?
Yeah, they all tell it was the arch.
No. That could be that's a zombie or the pink demons when you're beating them up, or an imp.
You may not have known this, but you were playing for Ampotent.
Well, which one did he say?
You win a prize, buddy.
Which one did he say?
According to the site, I got the sound off. That's also the hurt noise for the
Archvile.
Archvile, yeah.
Oh, it could be almost any.
Yes, they all sound the same. That's what that was.
Like they all have iconic wake up noises, like when they see you. But yeah, I think they're.
But his sounded stupid.
It was a bit. It's just something on our end, not his. He submitted a character. He did his job,
that's fine.
And that's why Ampotent wins the prize instead of Stray Gator.
You know what? He gets
the prize in question.
Let's make sure Ampotent gets the specially marked one.
That's pretty nice.
For referencing Doom.
Fucking Egregious said this, and this is all I have to go on.
General Egregious? Tingles.
Fred Elston. And you were playing for Samuel 76.
Or a fat man walking, I'm not sure.
Samael.
Samuel. It's just a Samuel.
Samael?
No, it is Samael, my bad. Turn it down! It's letting it really good.
I do not like some Samael.
I love Mario Paint Brass so fucking much.
That's when you pull out all the fire flowers.
Our next one comes from John Dagger submitted it. It's his least favorite character. I don't think anybody's gonna get this. Oh, this is too bad. Where are you? Surgeon Kyle.
I might get it.
You think so?
No, I don't remember.
You think so? All right, well, you can win for Surgeon Kyle.
Well, the Grey Warden. I must say, I'm surprised.
It's somebody from Dragon Age.
Yeah, there you go.
Castle and murdering.
I think that counts.
That's good.
Surgeon Kyle. What a WinRAR you are.
What was his name?
What is it? Like Al Lowe? Arl
Lowe.
Okay. I was gonna say, is that like the rapist character
two
from the
letters
City
off.
Elf storyline?
Surgeon
Apparently,
Kyle.
he is annoying for people who played Dragon Age Origins.
You are a WinRAR.
What's his name?
Surgeon Kyle?
Oh, Earl Lowe.
I don't. Who cares? Someone won.
I just wanted a reason to say how low can you
Someone
go.
won. All right. This time you're playing for.
Lo and behold,
you are playing for Church's wife, a girl. Church's wife.
Why is every time we say girl is John Lovitz?
A girl.
A girl.
A girl. It has to be shocking in a 40s kind of way. She can't be in here. It's prohibition.
Prohibition was a band of women.
What?
TalkRadar Speakeasy.
Give the wife a little pickle tickle.
Look out, boys. She's married.
She's married. It's in a twatternit. This character for Church's wife.
Ashley?
Wow.
Well done.
Wow.
Somebody's played Resident Evil 4 at least 3 times.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, that was submitted by Juice and Pancakes. That is Ashley from Resident Evil 4.
That's impressive.
I really
That was
wanted
impressive.
to find her super hot so I could think about her when I jerked off, but I just couldn't do it. It just wasn't happening.
Oh,
Ada
man.
Wong was much hotter.
Ada Wong way hotter and probably legal. Ashley may be too
totally.
young.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What's
Also,
happening
President's daughter.
President's daughter. That
Bad
adds a
idea.
layer of
From Time
mystique, but that
Crisis?
doesn't do it for me. I don't care about that. But Ada Wong way hot.
I was too angry at the president at the time. Someone that looks like her.
Where's your stupid twin sister getting drunk again? Jesus.
I'm too angry at the real president to let a fake president's daughter enter my masturbation fetish.
This one was submitted by 435, who has been on this show.
Yes, and got us way drunker.
Yes, with fantastic
that?
beer. This is his most hated character, and we are playing for Despotilis on Twitter. And who is this?
Oh, fuck, I know that.
It is isolated. Might be a little more difficult now.
It's a fighting game, isn't it?
It is a fighting game, Elston.
It's a Cammy?
Elston. Brett Elston.
Wow.
I was going to say
Brett Elston.
right after you said it. I
You
was
have
totally
won.
going to say it.
I'm just saying, I wasted my youth. That's
for
all
that
I'm
guy's
saying.
name that had just said that.
So did I, but I don't remember noises.
I wasted it more. Well, that and between this and playing in strip pits as a kid.
I don't remember noises.
All right.
Yeah, I lived in it. The coal was a big deal where I'm from.
No,
This
okay, so
one-
it's not like a pit with a stripper in it.
No. It's where they stripped the land and left a desolate.
Oh man,
waste.
you never had strip pits? We need to get one person in the pit. They got a strip pit.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Well,
I
it sounds like, the boring shit we do in my hometown.
I thought that's what 7-year-olds did. Just strip.
That's
what I did.
Compete, see who can do the sexiest dance for the
I
local
only had
homeless
to watch
dude.
out for the fucking snakes and shit that were living out
And we're going to start taking this quiz very, very seriously.
Okay,
in a
you're right.
second.
You're right.
Yeah, we are. We've been taking it. I haven't been taking it very seriously. This is submitted by Asher. Who
Never heard of him.
Yeah,
He's a new
Asher.
user.
You know.
No, it must be a new user.
He submitted. This is his most hated character, and you are playing for the Super Chief. Remember, the Super Chief.
Super Chief.
Oh wow.
It's the only thing I can remember. And that gruesome image.
Hated character. Hated character. Hated character. Think of.
It's the only thing I can remember.
Think of a game with a lot of hated
Gruesome
characters.
image.
Now that I've given you that clue, you get 3 guesses.
Is there another clue?
lot
That
of
sounds
hate.
like every
Wait, is
dude in
that-
every game.
It's not like from Hope from Final Fantasy, is it?
Henry?
Shadow the
It is
Hedgehog?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
One for the Super
I wonder what Shadow the Hedgehog thinks is a gruesome image.
Chief. A gruesome image.
Probably his fat ass motorcycle being tipped over.
Oh, I
Like a
lost
flower
my
missing
noise.
2 petals.
Woody woo.
I'm super gruff. Gosh darn it.
Rated T for tea time.
They invented E10
You guys
for
will
me.
never get this one, but you're playing. You're playing for Smikey 1123. This is submitted by Steampunk Jim. Steampunk Jim, his most hated game character.
Pang! Listen, Pang!
Wait.
Listen, Pang! Listen, Pang!
Tattle.
Listen, Pang!
Baby Mario.
That's a Majora's
Regular
Mask.
Mario.
Anybody?
Guys, you lost for Smikey.
That's too bad.
1123.
It's Navi.
Is it all right? Fine. Within 3 guesses, I'll allow it. I'm not going to be this lenient.
I thought it was a Velociraptor.
I'm not going to be this lenient.
I hope
after a
someone
while.
appreciated my Majora's Mask joke there.
I did
I'm
not.
sure
I did
somebody
not.
did, Brett.
Because Tattle's the one with you.
It besmirched this fine contest. This one is submitted by Chris's 2-inch penis, and you're playing for Venom.
Is that canon?
Venom G or V3N OMG
Oh, that
on
guy.
Twitter.
I think he just saw Video Games Live.
Ooh. Okay, well, you're playing for
We have
him.
some Video Games
Win a
Live
prize.
Blu-rays that
Win a
I'm-
prize. Guess this hated character
I don't know if I'll ever give away.
of Chris Antisa's 2-inch penis.
He said that like 10.
Well,
Well,
that's the baby Luma.
It is a Luma. He hates all Lumas.
But he's bursting with snacky happiness.
I am sorry. I don't make the rules, even though I do sometimes on the podcast. But this time I did not. And I did, but we're adhering to the rules that I made, even though I didn't make them.
Okay. Michael's trying to break his own neck.
This was submitted. This is Ghost of Taft's favorite, most hated game character, and you're playing.
I did enjoy Taft Punk this week.
Hold on, let me get back to my there.
It's like the Daft Punk guys, but they're really fat.
No, it was
they have to have
Victor
it.
Tyler
They
sent me
perform in a specially made bathtub
of Taft with like fucking weird shit on it.
You are playing for Neo Jedi Knight, his most hated game character.
Yes.
What, Duke?
He hates the Duke?
He does.
I hate the Duke.
I actually saw this
Duke.
post. It was his comment was just like, misogyny is funny, haha.
I agree.
I agree. It is funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Because I don't think what he does qualifies as misogyny. It's like a knowing parody of misogyny.
Yeah, he doesn't.
That's
like
Neo
actual
Jedi Knight getting a prize.
actual misogyny, not cool. Funny.
Say
misogyny.
he was like to the millions of misogynists that love him.
I know that's the problem. Is someone will co-opt and be like, "See, it's okay."
That is
but-
such a stupid argument.
But that's not a
used for
reason not to.
everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
just because
that's not-
someone, you're the kind of person
You
a
use
kid
that
might play a
argument-
violent video game and then go kill somebody.
All right.
I wouldn't say that.
This was submitted
All right.
by Cloven64, and you are playing for the original Mr. Bibbs on Twitter.
The original?
The original, like the Kings of Comedy.
Not that.
It's
Is
not
that
a question.
verified?
You guys.
It's not a question of can or can't.
Is that Hope?
It is hope. Jesus, everybody's winning.
What a shitty
Everybody is winning. Everybody's
He
winning.
clock towered himself in the character battle.
Did he?
I wonder how many people get that reference.
Anyone who gets that he clock towered himself, you have to get clock tower and FF13.
Guys!
I'm
You're
sorry.
playing from Chinspired
This
now.
is important,
serious.
Chris.
This is serious. You're playing. Oh, this is going to be
I'm
really,
telling you, these Soko's doing a
going to be
number
really
on me.
fucking easy.
Doing a number on me over
This
here.
character doesn't talk, so he has a theme.
Chrono!
Wait until I play the theme.
Okay.
I will disqualify Chinspired. Should you speak out of turn again.
DDD.
No.
King DDD.
No.
What?
This is well, you're on the right track. You went beyond the right track. His Russian Red's most hated character. This is his theme.
Yeah.
In Smash Brothers. Excuse me. Oh my god, this is not that hard. You already said a character from the fucking game.
Kirby?
He hates Kirby. Chinspired. You get a terrible prize.
Well, it's just impossible for someone to hate Kirby. I just don't.
I was confusing
hates
the
Kirby.
I was confusing the DD. That music is from Kirby Superstar Gourmet Race.
Oh Jesus.
Where you're racing DDD.
Oh,
So it's the Gourmet Race
what
song,
happened.
which was also remixed in Drop It Like It's Hot on YouTube.
Goodness. All right.
I'm just saying, I know what I'm fucking saying.
I just heard that song in the.
This time we are
Kirby
playing for
Superstar
someone
Ultra
very
edition.
important. TDar Turbo.
It's a great song.
TDar Turbo.
Gourmet
TDar
Race.
Turbo.
Gourmet Race, everybody.
We are
TDar
playing
Turbo.
for TDar Turbo, and this is submitted by System of Aguchi. This one you'll never get. System of Aguchi's most hated character.
Raichu.
Just the fact that he said the first syllable and you put an erroneous one. Fine. he wins.
Pachirisu.
He wins. He wins.
You know the Raichu is Pikachu's evolution, right?
What the fuck? Of course I knew that. Of course I knew
Hooray
that.
for Tebow Turdar.
Emolga.
Of course I knew that. This is I Poop Awesomeness. I Poop Awesomeness is his most hated game character. We are playing now for Nolan Melhart on Twitter. Nolan Melhart. He will not get a prize if you do not get this. So there's no fucking around.
It's okay if a Family Guy character doesn't get a prize.
Nolan Melhart. What? No. What did I look at? I Poop Awesomeness?
No.
Okay. Nolan Melhart? It's a Family Guy character?
No.
What joke just happened? Hold on. Fine. I'll give you one of these and we'll move
His
on.
Twitter name sounds bland in
Okay.
comparison to the other ones, that's all. Okay. There you go. Okay.
This is submitted by I Poop Awesomeness playing for Nolan Melhart. What hated character is this?
Waluigi?
It is Waluigi. Show some confidence, man. He
already.
I wasn't sure if it was him or Wario.
Well, based off, I was almost going to say Awesome Possum, but
Wario sounds fatter.
That's true. It's true.
fatter.
Yes, you won for him.
I love those old commercials, like Wario saying, like, "You are under my spell.
Obey me,
Wario, not Mario."
I do remember that.
You are
What an
playing for
introduction.
Schmo Garcia on Twitter. This one was submitted by Robuskin.
He's related to
Robuskin.
Related to
I'm probably
Combuskin.
pronouncing this wrong. This is his most hated game character. Another isolated one.
Yeah,
you
I
do
do.
know this one. You know this game. You know this character.
I know lots of games and characters.
You know this character.
Play it again.
Like, we're trying to stall for time, Michael.
It is a fighting game. Yeah?
It is a fighting game.
It is Dead or Alive fighting
Is it
Samurai
game?
Showdown?
Zangief?
Ooh, no. Ooh.
It's that one old character that's in every fighting game.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that
No,
guy.
no. Okay. One more guess and
It's
you guys
not
lose
Samurai
for Schmo
Showdown?
Garcia.
No, my guess doesn't count.
Okay.
It's not Samurai Showdown.
Ooh, no. I'll even open it up to the game, but this one you're going to lose for Schmo Garcia with one more guess.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can I have another
I'm
hint?
sorry, I don't make the rule. Comes from above. This comes from above.
Osama bin Laden is telling you.
I need a hint.
I will say that we played one more isolated character voice in this quiz. This might be from that exact same game for me to save time while loading files.
It's a repeat.
It's not a repeat.
Well, the last one was Cammy.
That wasn't an answer, right?
Oh, T-Hawk.
Brett Elston. Oh my God, my heart was in my throat.
I was able to piece that together very slowly.
You would have had to give him another chance.
Garcia.
No, what's strange is what got me was I heard the "whoa," and then his fucking theme song started playing in my head.
No, it sounded pretty Native American, I thought.
So then I'm like, wait a minute, whose theme is that? That's T-Hawk.
This is going to be the first loss I'm feeling. It's going to be a real shame. Oh God,
I could hear the reservation.
Can we play
in
the
background.
T-Hawk theme under this by chance?
We're playing for Avery Swartz. This is on Twitter. This is Limely's most hated game character. Oh no, this is from You're Tearing Me. This is from You're Tearing Me Apart, Antista.
Grandpa, I finished drawing your amulet, so I'm gonna go north for a little while.
You can't go up on your own.
I'll be fine. I'm just gonna go get a symbol and come back and heal everyone, okay?
Oh, that sounds horrible.
I captured this, and I want to get more of it because it is horrible, but I can't say what it is, I guess.
Even though I did, I think, thinking it was the person who submitted it.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I wish I was
You can
listening.
remember what I said
I don't.
in the beginning.
I have no
I
idea.
never listened to you, so I missed it.
I believe the game starts with the word star, doesn't it?
It does.
Is it Star Ocean?
It is Star Ocean. I'm just going to give that to
What
Avery
was her
Swartz.
name?
Limely?
Limely?
No, that's Michael.
Oh, Limely.
She puts
Yeah.
K after. She's this horrible little girl who just.
I don't
She
remember
looks
that
like she should be on
character at all.
4chan standing next to Pedo Bear, and
I only played one of
Okay.
the Star Ocean games and then not all the way through. So
we need to get more of her audio to make fun of.
second
This is
story,
for-
which is fantastic.
Gonna go up north, Ken.
Let's all
This is for our buddy. Stop
it!
Star Ocean makes me yawn.
This is from our buddy Lando. We're playing for Lando81 here. our buddy.
All right.
And this is Screwball.
It's not his fault.
08247 submission. This is his most hated game character.
I have a good feeling about all of you listening.
Gary Busey?
Jesus.
Is it from someone from New Vegas?
It might be.
Well, I've never played New Vegas, but
Oh yeah, it's Wayne Newton. It's Mr. New Vegas.
All right. You wanted Lando81. They barely eked it out there. I'm sorry.
I was like, big band music must be New Vegas.
This is another. This is going to be a tough one.
Having never played it.
I really like that it was submitted. This is submitted by new user Polar Claw.
You know, you could write those names smaller
Polar
to
Claw.
fit them on one piece of paper.
Don't tell him how to do his job.
And you're playing for Parker Wilhelm, who has won a lot lately. Don't feel too bad if we don't get this.
Well, Parker Wilhelm can't lose.
No, if he loses, do you have a Wilhelm scream ready?
Kaiser Wilhelm can't lose.
All right, Polar Claw. I'll definitely accept the game series because I probably wouldn't have gotten this.
Congratulations on your stunning victory. It all went according to my computer program.
Sounds like George Takei.
Not a game character. No, not a game character. Anybody else want to guess poorly or incorrectly?
Computer program.
The background music sounds like F-Zero, but it's not F-Zero.
It is F-Zero.
Is it?
It is F-Zero.
Is it X?
It is GX.
GX.
And we are looking at...
Wow, I called it without knowing.
Looking at Mr. EAD. I did not know... It's the fat guy in F-Zero.
Mr. EAD.
It all went according to my
Fine.
computer program.
It's that background.
Trivia.
Parker
Did you
Wilhelm.
know that EAD is the internal Nintendo development house that made the first F-Zero?
Yes, of course I knew that.
Yes.
Henry?
Which is
You asshole? No, I
you
had
know
no
who
idea.
worked on the
I
first
wrote the
F-Zero?
Wikipedia page about that.
Satoru Iwata. Yes. As a lowly
I wrote
dude.
his Wikipedia page too.
You fuckers don't respect a contest or a quiz.
You're queuing up sound?
I thought we,
I was.
I only respect a quiz test.
Here.
I was
Having
doing...
fun. This is making
Fake
things jolly.
numbers, fake letters for the escalation code. LLRRQ
I hope you guys skipped ahead to get this.
Double RQ. Double RQ.
SLM4K 21236 schwa.
We should just hide
Remember
the
that
rest of the
12
code.
has to be in one.
All right.
We should hide the rest of the code in the MP3 comments in the minute.
And then the kanji for house. I don't know how they get that in there.
All right. I don't know what... Tyler got this one. I don't know what's happening here.
Nobody knows.
We're playing for Rittercat on Twitter. Submitted. This is Shocksta. Shocksta's most hated game character.
Oh shit! I know this music.
I know it too.
Fucking Chopsticks the game?
Is this from Ghost Trick? No.
Close-ish.
Phoenix, right?
Oh.
Well, there you go. You ruined it.
Most hated game character
Old
from
bag.
Henry. It is Wendy Oldbag. You're
I was too kind. I didn't know. I thought
People
you guys
agree
would
with
recognize it. I shouldn't have left the objection in there.
Clearly they didn't, Tyler. You did just Ravenbaum, and I'm guessing other people. This is his his most hated character, and we are playing for Globulus RR. Globulus RR. His least favorite game character. I'm gonna play this first, and then I might give you a clue.
Whoa, that guy's cool. I wonder where he's going.
That was not from a game.
Anime child.
That was not from a game, but it is a game character.
Well, I know the character was talking about me.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
However,
That guy's cool.
Is it
Tails?
Is it Tails?
It is Tails.
I said it first.
It is Tails.
I leaned forward and that took precious seconds.
You all win. I think I'm out of sound effects. I meant to grab fucking all of them. There's no laugh. There's like fucking 25. Dick. 25 different games.
Right.
Hold on, let me count my winners
I
here.
just think it's funny when you admit.
Let me count my winners because nobody lost. Oh my god. Let me see.
I'm curious if globulus is a reference to globulus.
All right, winner circle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23 winners. I'm going to go ahead and add in here. Also winners are Breaker, X79 on Twitter, Ninja Emperor 55, Astronaut, as in tie a knot. It's pretty good, right? Astronaut, S. Spewin, Games Radar fan. How could he not win? Fat Boy 11, and last winner, Maybe a Giant. You are also a big fat fucking WinRAR.
And this music goes perfectly with your screensaver here as it slowly loads out panels.
No screensavers. Okay.
Because it sounds like, the opening to like a 90s or 80s talk show.
All right, no game deals. We'll have a big announcement. We'll do a big fan hurrah. Here's some more old friends reading newish reviews.
I had a suggestion.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well,
it doesn't matter at all. What? What do you want?
Well, there's been so many people who wanted
you
to
sit
hear
next to me and you could tell me all day when you want to do something.
It only came to me now, but like so many people have been wanting to hear a Hank's Corner. I mean, hating on stuff. I thought I actually did have one that came up today.
Delight us, Henry.
Well, so there's
I'm sorry. Wait, no, Chris doesn't want you to.
I just planning all day. That's important.
But here we are at the end. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, all right. So
Yes, let's do this.
I want to hear it.
the hate I had was they put out a new Green Lantern trailer today. All right,
Dicks.
Wait,
so
movie trailer?
What a bunch of assholes.
yeah, movie trailer.
Moving on.
Now, the movie trailer actually looks pretty good, even not better than the one they had about a month ago, but pretty good. But in it, they show him making stuff with his Green Lantern ring. He makes a sword. It's a green sword. He makes a Gatling gun. It's a green Gatling gun.
No, I'm with you.
Stuff.
I like that. I get it.
Live Hank's Corner.
Then he makes a green flamethrower, and it shoots out regular flames, like orange flames. No! Boo! Boo! He only makes green constructs, and the shit that comes out is green. He doesn't, unless he created a green flamethrower construct and then put real gasoline inside of it, and then it had a mechanism to create flame.
You haven't seen the movie. It's
If he makes a giant green cock, it's going to shoot green cum.
Exactly.
It's not going to be
all of that.
pearly.
If it was a green car, it would spit out green exhaust. It should all be green. It creates only green things. But I bet they were like, oh, it'll be too confusing for people if it only makes red.
Well,
green fire.
it wouldn't be in the context of the movie, but for the purposes of cutting a trailer, I can see why people will get confused.
I don't know. We'll see.
People won't understand why the butt he made is pooping green poop.
If when I'm in the theater and if that fire isn't green in the theatrical cut,
I will laugh out loud.
Boo! Boo!
So now I have to see it in the theater.
Fine! Our pox on you, sir!
All right, enough with the big blue lines. Fucking we're gonna have to counteract your act of nerdiness with some real game discoveries, because somebody discovered something in the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Oh, this is really cool.
Trailer. Here's the trailer music. Closely.
So yeah, it just sounds like Zelda music, an inspirational trailer score.
Sure does.
But then if you play it backwards, somebody, I don't remember who found this out. Is completely Zelda's Lullaby from Ocarina of Time.
Right, I can hear the devil. Oh.
It's like it's not even like, oh, that sounds similar.
No, it is.
It's Zelda's Lullaby.
Oh, wow, is that really the only one I can find?
And then it goes into nonsense again.
It's the only one I can find on YouTube. It's a guy playing a recorder with his nose, if anybody would like to actually see that happening.
Oh, God!
Oh, my God. And he's doing a fantastic job. He's doing a better job of playing a real song on his nose than I am with a computer and the entire internet. I could not queue up the right song.
Could not find a better video than that.
All right, we'll make our big stupid announcement when we get back, and then we're just going to do a dickload of phone calls. Tell your friends to hibernate for a week and not listen. Fine.
Brent Helson, you want to be called what? Brent Belmont.
Sir, please, I would love to be known as a meager KK Slider.
KK Slider, the king molds it over with great sauce. Yes! Today I'm going to be taking a look at my favorite game, Bugged Animal Crossing. Cool! I'm gonna split you into 4 butt cheeks and fuck you in the middle of all of them. It don't make a lot of sense, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Nobody questioned me.
Go to music in mid-sentence.
Okay.
Just cut it off. You should probably give the...
Eric Bratcher, Games Radar. Review by Shanghai 6. Absolutely the only show I've started listening to all the way from the beginning. While topical, the humor is much like an old Carlin album. The comedy is timeless. They need a choking hazard warning, because multiple times I've had to stop eating at my desk and nearly perform the Heimlich maneuver on myself.
AJ Glasser with a review from Those 6. TalkRadar is definitely one of the better gaming podcasts out there, though they do go a bit overboard sometimes.
Charlie Barrett, this review's by Philosophy.
The show is spectacular. While these guys and girls are all genuinely hilarious, they're also knowledgeable about games and get very in-depth with certain topics. This is my favorite video game podcast, and I doubt I would be podcasting without your constant influence.
I have tasted the blood of God that is TalkRadar.
Lizzie Cuevas, Games Radar, review by Bubblegum Dish 45. This made me think about stopping being a Christian. I listen a lot less now. It's funny, but don't get sucked in.
Andy Salisbury, at Gamer Podcast. Blackbrain says, one of the most entertaining podcasts or shows in general that I've ever listened to. GamesRadar.com has gained at least one more visitor because of TalkRadar.
Official Xbox Magazine and KOXM Radio's Ryan McCaffrey with a user review by Ben Stanciano. If the only lesson you've learned from this podcast is that you should appreciate the little things, like, for instance, the theme rap from Muppets Party Cruise, then you, my friend, have led a life with meaning.
Cheryl Rosario, a review by Darth Ends. I love the show. I love the top sevens. I love the vulgar humor, and I love the silliness. I don't need pretentious information about games or other "what are you playing" podcasts. I need something to make me laugh, entertain me, and get me through the day. TalkRadar is amazing at that.
Andy Bauman, KOXM, review by Smikey1123. Quote, excellent, a great combination of personality and humor. Good reviews and terribly addictive. You need to listen to them all. End quote.
Josh Augustine from PC Gamer, review by Something42. TalkRadar equals pie. TalkRadar is the greatest podcast ever. Not only does it talk about games, it's funny, free, and goes up to 2 hours of amazing content. If you like games or you like to laugh, or both, TalkRadar is the best choice.
And I love TalkRadar because it's the only podcast where I can hear Chris Antista impersonate a Norwegian king.
Gary Steinman, PlayStation, the official magazine, review by Koto Saku. Couldn't be better. The chemistry, hilarity, and amazing viewpoints make this the best podcast around.
This is Dan Amrick from OneOfSwords.com with a review by Dr. Hank Venture. I just jizzed. TalkRadar gives over 2 hours of commentary every week. If you want a smug loser and instead of nostalgia for anything even slightly connected to video games, then you will love this podcast.
Take my advice. Do what I say. Listen to TalkRadar every day.
Guys, it's our 150th anniversary. Anniversary. What do you want to call it? Hanks of the third season?
Yeah, third season.
The close of the third season. We're heading into the fourth season.
50
Third season's always where things get really good.
Yeah, exactly.
Shake it up with a new character.
And then they get really bad.
Most seasons have 22 to 24
One of us has
episodes.
to die.
Yeah, but a season's a year also in television.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
You know, like WWF, it has like 50 episodes of season 2. And each season ends with WrestleMania.
And it's
then-
awesome.
Oh, really?
And then
But then it starts the next day.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
So are we starting the
You
fourth
should really appreciate what those pro wrestlers do.
Pro wrestlers don't get benefits, health or vacation or otherwise.
in Star Trek terms. There it is.
Tub girl.
Oh.
All I have to do is say
Just
it.
really think about how yellow that stuff is.
Yeah, why is it so yellow?
Henry, why is it going into her mouth?
What did
How
she
did it
eat
get there?
before?
How did she get it past her vagina?
What did she eat beforehand to make it so violently?
Okay, there's no
Please.
I mean, if she's okay with getting it all over her, why is she in the tub?
What flavor yeast infection do you think she got after?
Oh my goodness.
Please.
Goodness.
Out of her butt?
Let's not. Oh, God.
It looks like corn extract. If you could juice a corn.
Can you imagine as it's hitting her face the sound it would make as it splatters?
I want you to think about the word viscosity for a second.
This isn't going to be funny when Henry pukes all over the soundproofing.
No, it won't be funny.
Exactly. It also holds in smells. But we have a big
Tub girl smell.
games. There's no.
That's
game,
going right up her nose.
There's no
Yeah,
game deals.
totally.
There's no game deals this week.
No,
Other than what Mortal Kombat is $39.99. Portals
$34.99
on Amazon.
Oh man, we are drunk.
They're not drunk.
I think they're having some game clearance sale too.
Enough
Garbage.
We have.
Shut up, Jameson.
We have the. That's not you.
Parker!
Enough. We have a very important announcement to make. And, oh my god.
Oh no!
It's my gamer tag.
There's something coming in your ear.
Yes,
been interrupted.
My gamer tag live on the forefront of PSN. Oh my goodness.
Your PSN ID.
Yes! Shut the fuck
Your
up.
PS NID.
Gamer tag. Hey, how you doing out there, Chris?
Just fine at the moment, Chris. I found some momentary solace on the home front.
And by that you mean PlayStation Home.
Indeed.
Okay, so what's the situation there?
Empty bowling alleys, piles of premium DLC shirts and hats by real designers go unbought, streaming commercials with nobody watching them. Home is depressingly pretty much exactly the same way it was before the PSN was hacked.
Terrifying. I hope things get better out there for you, Christopher. Can't wait to see you again with free PlayStation Plus for 30 days.
When do we get to bring those troops home?
I don't know. I don't know.
I guess when PSN comes
Probably
back
today.
up.
I'm guessing the next president.
Can I still make an Osama bin Laden compound in
If
home
you
joke?
can let me load up my terrorist win sound.
While you do that, I'll read the final letters of this
Counter-terrorists win.
There we go.
They sure do.
Call of Duty escalation codes. So I already gave the first bit. So here are the final 3 sections. CKMX2, CKMX2, 2WXFK, 2WXFK, TGCDZ, TGCDZ. There you go. That's it. First one is TGCDZ.
I really wish you had said TGCZ.
First one of you to put that code in gets escalation for free.
In other words, don't try. Someone already did it. You're too late.
Yeah, you're too late.
Sorry.
Yeah, essentially.
Unless you're listening to this at exactly the time we posted it on Friday, May 6th, at which point we'll probably be seeing Thor.
I say you give it a shot.
It's too late.
All you lucky people not in America watching Thor right now.
Wait, was it released early there?
In the UK, it was released first.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do to delay this announcement, I'm cool with, because it's not a big one.
Okay.
Keep talking. I'm not kidding.
All right.
Hanks, what's on your mind? Like, is there anything that exists on the periphery of the corner that is Hanks?
Well, I didn't want to bring this up, but
you did.
I just want to say, Creative Assassin.
Oh,
when
look, you heard his
were
face.
on this podcast, I didn't find you very entertaining.
Oh, snap.
How do you like that? How do you like that?
That relates to a thread. Oh, we wanted to thank Pillow Fort for writing an essay about something we're not going to talk about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Over on
Thank you, Pillow Fort. We know you.
Pillow Fort. I love you.
If we were going to kill a screen, that's how I would do it.
Whatever. Don't even want to talk about it. Announcement, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
You guys ready?
We all have AIDS.
It's true, though.
And you're looping drum roll.
Oh, no. Is it happening again? I can't turn it off. Tyler, wait. Can you come over here and help me with my drum roll?
Okay.
Jesus. Perfect. The elephant works. Like, I don't understand what's... This is a really important announcement.
Tyler, help him, please.
I'm trying.
Tyler, just pull a fucking cord
The drums keep rolling. It's like a Katamari.
Okay.
There's children booing us.
The podcast is going twice a week.
Yes.
Period. Shorter podcasts twice a week. Maybe not with all the members you're familiar with, and maybe not with all the features you're familiar with. We'll see what we can do. If we don't do it now, we're never going to do it.
But the reason for this
is because it's making all of us insane. And we have dedicated reviewers, and like Charlie can't come on because it goes too late. He gets a ride. Matt Keys can't come on because he doesn't want to stay until 10 o'clock. We can't keep doing that.
Right.
And
I'm starting to hear things. Mostly our voices in my head.
the only thing I think we're going to lose is like a little bit of that 3 to 4 hour drunken flavor you get at the end.
The third segment stammering.
Like
what I just did.
We're not coherent.
I think there's a worthy replacement there because it also means segments can revolve, things can come back, like strange, like dreams. I have a dreams segment.
There's so much innovation and
so it'll be 2 smaller
casts
casts twice a week.
Two smaller casts.
It'll equal out to the same. To bring Hank's Corner back.
Do we know what days these will be posting?
I was thinking somewhere along the lines of Tuesday and Friday.
We'll still have a Friday.
I like the sound of that.
We'll still have a Friday one.
But again, we're seeing how this is all going to work out, and we answered last week's question of the week in the previous segment, which was your hated game characters.
Yes.
Acknowledge much you. And I just wanted to say this week's question is like, what do you want out of a twice-a-week Talk Radar?
There is a whole thread about why we're all terrible hosts.
Yes, which was what Hank was referring to. Shaking his head. Shaking his head.
Well,
But
okay.
then hang on. Yeah,
Creative Assassin, your code was not. I don't know. Just wasn't very encrypted.
Yeah.
You insulted Hank.
Well,
But he did. Oh, Creative Assassin gave me a bunch of cool stuff.
That forum. Okay,
I love you, Creative Assassin.
In that forum, in that forum thread, everybody was insulted, but the thread was started by one person saying Henry is annoying. Like,
yes, it's true.
It came around to everybody, but the topic began with Henry annoys me. Doesn't he annoy you?
And I understand that, yes. But like more importantly, it went on into how I'm a terrible host who does nothing, and Tyler should host every podcast.
Well, I mean, that is true.
I agree. I would love not to host every one of them.
I think Michael was the only one no one said anything mean about.
But this is
except that Asher said that I don't talk enough to be annoying,
implying that if you did,
if you did, God knows.
So you see, you guys.
I think I talk enough. I think people just keep confusing my voice with your voice. Bro.
I don't know how that keeps happening.
No, I don't either.
It happens to me sometimes.
Especially I don't know how it keeps happening. Especially when you're silent for hours.
Oh shit!
When you're writing the
It's true. Brett's silent voice sounds a lot like Michael's silent voice. The point of all this is that we have feelings.
There was a thread in there already that was kind of... In that thread, they would kind of talk about segments or things we should do better, but I guess this could be a more focused GameStar.com/forums. Just take a look and go in the TalkRadar podcast thread and what did you say? Like what we could do with two segments.
Like what segments? That was an accident.
Because like
which won't happen when we're two shows. No more accidental sound effects.
So basically, what you're saying is all the fun will be sucked out.
Not all the fun. I mean,
just most of the fun.
Obviously, like I just want to get to where it's like it's not a drag. Like we get to Wednesday and like who wants to do the show? 4 hours after all I did today. No, it's just become a drag, and I guess it's not considered worthy enough by the higher ups to where like people actually want to. It's just they feel like it's a favor they do.
So this would be a 2 hour.
It's a favor I like doing.
What's interesting is you'll probably still get the total number of hours at the end of the week.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just breaking it up.
I was worried about the flow, and I understand if other people are too. But who's to say on occasion we just don't want to stay here and get. And talk about shit.
I get home at 1 in the morning a lot of times.
Hank gets home at 1 in the morning. I get home at like 11 o'clock. Man,
I know.
Sometimes I can't even finish Terminator movies when I'm drunk and done with the show.
I get home about midnight usually.
Yeah. I get home.
The whole point is to get more people on the show because like Logan wants to come on. Logan Decker, a PC gamer, and it's like, well, you got to stay for 3 hours. Like, why?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah.
And you're right. Who does that? I don't know how it's going to work just yet. But
why? How did we do it for 3 years?
Well, for a while it was only an hour, and then it became an hour and a half.
For a very brief period of time.
And if it's the listeners who like long podcasts and are maybe sad that it won't be as long now, they can just don't listen to the Tuesday one until Friday and listen to them back to back.
I want the Friday ones to be special.
There will still be a Friday thing that comes out, and these aren't going to be like 20-minute podcasts or anything. Like there's still going to be some stuff.
The Friday thing will just be like a good short old episode of Talk. We did do 1 hour podcast at some point, and it'll be that.
I don't want much
Tuesday.
We're not going to put a number on this. We're not going to put any time.
But I like things falling in and out. Like, cause sometimes it's like, we need weird evergreen sound effects forever, and sometimes it's a whole. I have to like research something old and like. Maybe this will work. Maybe. But now it's like the games are playing in the office. We can bring you sounds and impressions straight from those more immediate news, stuff like that. I mean, and not that I think that's important than like our silliness, but like we can add. That's always going to be there. I guess I'm rambling.
You're getting more bonar from our sonar. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
that's a T-shirt right there. More bonar from the sonar.
Perfect. Perfect.
Mine's more than a blip on the.
But we've been trying to acknowledge like as many of the members of our flying. I really appreciate everybody hanging with us because like I don't know. I feel bad about some things that I end up putting out for you guys, but you guys have always been very supportive. So we're gonna do just oh my God, say it, Savage. One of the things, and I don't even know if I should talk about this because I've been trying to do it forever. One of the things I really would like to do is a live call-in show where you call in and react and talk to us. It is totally possible. It's more about 16 people above me signing off on an $80 piece of equipment. Like, that's the big holdup. It's been weeks. I don't know if this will ever happen, but yeah, we can start taking live phone calls eventually, and start talking to you.
Phone number is 1-877-404
for the hotline
1337
now.
Extension 327. That's FAP or DAR, whichever way you lean.
That's true. Let's hear some phone calls.
Hey, TalkRadar guys. Craig, Batman 5273.
I know you.
Hey, Craig.
At the hospital. Was more 6 days ago, but so I'm sleeping like crap. But hey, Chris, here's a dream you can interpret. I woke up from like a dead sweat that the space shuttle crashed. Like, it wasn't launched at like Cape Canaveral or anything. It was actually like launched like in the middle of a major city or something like that. And I watched it launch up into space, and then it just did a U-turn and then crashed into a house.
Oh my God.
And everyone's screaming and yelling like, oh my God, the space shuttle crashed. And then so sticking out from the top of a house's roof. And then the rockets decided to refire, so they refired, and it went back up in the air, but then there was this big body of water that then the space shuttle like skipped off the water like a skipping stone, and then hit a tugboat. And then I woke up, so I don't know what that means. So if you can interpret it, it was really a dream I had. Just let me know what it means.
I'm going to interpret this loosely.
Bye.
You are in the hospital having your first boy. You've had girls, not to say they're easy. But now your household has to divvy up some machismo. Like all the things you used to like that were your guy thing, like, oh, dad's away. Now you got a son. You got to start sharing that with. And this is how your brain deals with it, spitting out into the void, skipping over the stone. The rocket ship is firing off in the city. Shit, what was the last part?
I thought maybe he secretly wanted to be Michael Bay.
Yes!
It hit a tugboat.
Yes, it hit a tugboat, which is the speed he used to run at. Because he used to be able to. Well, he used to be able
he's
to.
a rocket.
He used to be able to tug along.
Rocket
But now
man.
things just sped up like a motherfucker.
Yes, 3 girls is probably really easy.
I'm not saying it's easy, but it's sort of like, oh man, well you do. I do know guys with my friends with girls. It's like, well, certain things I'm just not going to have to deal with. But when you have a boy, like that is yours. That is your big problem. Like you're gonna have to tell him everything he's wrong, why he's feeling like he's feeling. You're gonna have to explain all of that, and you're want to cheer him on. Like, oh man, you punched that fucking 3-year-old in the face. That's awesome. That's awesome.
You're
when he's 26.
As a 19-year-old that's a little too old to be punching them.
Yes, 18's the cutoff. Then you're an adult, and you have to stop doing that.
You have to stop.
punching 3-year-olds.
Now, when you're 16, get a car, hit kids with a car.
Yeah. Just run them the fuck over. Their parents will get new ones.
Get them in the crosshairs, pull the trigger,
Crossfire,
and take them
when
down.
he's old enough,
Thank you, Henry. Got my Rushmore.
When you were born, I had a dream that one day you would be an astronaut and crash into a house and then a tugboat and explode. So, I just
please live up to that dream for me. And I want you to become an astronaut, and when you get to that apex of the takeoff, I want you to crash the shuttle.
I want you to skip that motherfucking shuttle like Duck Dodgers of the 24th and a half
Son,
century.
You ever
right
seen a
across the pond.
space shuttle skip across a pond? No,
Yes.
and I want to see that.
Have you ever seen me as your father talk like Jesse Jackson?
Don't make it happen. Dad, I done seen about everything.
I've done seen about everything. That'd be really weird if Batman gave birth to a black stereotype in the 1940s. I don't know what you're saying, Daddy.
I'm imagining that sentence literally. Like
anyone could.
Batman, the character, giving birth literally
Craig.
to a black stereotype.
Mandingo.
Like just like baby-sized Al Jolson.
You know we love you, Batman, but yes, you're in for a big change. But keep up the free art. Next phone call. Love you, Batty.
Hey guys, it's the 8-Bit Bomb from the hole that is North Texas.
Oh dear.
And going in with my daily look back on TalkRadar. TalkRadar 53 was the first one with Life Arm, and I figured that I just got done laughing that all over again, so,
Thank you.
Thanks for making me clean up vomit all over my floor again.
Oh my god.
Thank
Later.
you. It's been that long. We've been coasting on things like Wi-Fi.
Do you puke a lot after laughing?
I'm just trying to think of how, like, I played a new game in advance of talking on the show.
Are you really going to open that SoCo at this point in the podcast?
Yes.
I've been
Yes,
playing
sir.
Brink, but I can't talk
How
about
do
it.
you open these things? What
They're
is it?
really hard.
Let the man open it.
I liked how yesterday we
let
Super
Mr.
hot
Michael.
in here.
There you go.
We're all sweaty.
Take it, bear paw.
Let Mr. Michael Raparas open up
This
this.
is really hard
Yeah,
to
see?
open.
Let me see this.
No.
I managed to open it by turning it the wrong
As
way.
if I'm going to be any more effective at
Turn it the wrong
All right,
way.
while we're trying this next phone call.
the wrong way.
Hey guys, this is Gary. This is from the forums.
I can't
I'm
get a
sitting
grip
in my
on it at
truck
all.
just now
It just
listening to
spins.
Hearts on Fire from Rocky.
I love that
As-
song.
As a man, I have to listen to that sound once a month or so. And right at like the height of the singing and the keyboards and the synthesizer just tearing shit up, this girl came running by like she was jogging wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog shirt. And it was just
Ask
like
her
a
out.
perfect montage moment. So I was wondering if you guys could montage anything in your life, what would it be and what would the song you choose? All right, look forward to hearing your answers. Thanks.
I was noticing the other day how this is a sad one. You just stole my liquor. That I had ashed my cigarette and the ashes had fallen in my coffee. And I looked at it for a moment and just drank anyway. And I just imagined, like, if there was a montage towards my suicide with a Leonard Cohen song, like, that would be a part of it. It's all gonna get fucked anyway. It's all gonna get burned.
I don't have something for myself, but I've had the thing I've wanted a montage of one of my friends for so long that it's the first thing that comes into my mind. My friend Chris, who worked at Red Lobster.
Hey, oh.
Not you. He worked at Red Lobster, and I roomed with him and Rich, who most of us know, and he's never been on the cast, but anyway. He worked at Red Lobster, and somehow, like...
Upstanding.
He's such a good fucking server. He's so chatty, and that all that crappy bullshit that you hate when servers do to you, old people eat that fucking up. And
What a nice boy.
I'm just like, how y'all doing tonight? Oh my god, what a great night. What can I get for you guys? Like, he's so fucking personable and great at that.
You know why that is? Because nobody talks to old people.
Well, but I mean, just in
That's
general,
why they put so much faith in priests.
Yes.
They'll always talk to old people.
That's true. He's just good at that. And I'm just like, you know what? I want to see him, a montage of him working at Red Lobster, set to ZZ Top's legs. And like, knows how to use. And he's just walking
Just
around.
raking in tips. And
Yeah, just counting his money with his hands.
Maybe cutting to the busboy as they like move the finger over, like,
Yeah,
no, that guy.
Take it to table 12,
Yeah.
and then like he puts it on the tray, and then he's just like throwing plates out on the table, and like that. I've wanted that for so long. Like,
I would like a montage with the fuck, I got the song, the Guns N' Roses song from Terminator 2 when Edward Furlong and Budnick get on the bike.
Right.
Like that, like if I got a really like a really well cut montage, like
The only times in my life where I think like, oh, I'm in a montage or something are usually like ones would be in a Sofia Coppola movie, just somebody like sitting on the bar and looking out the window
Brooding.
wistfully.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I used to always sit
my life.
on the shuttle to work when I took that, and the rain would be streaking down the window, and I'm like, this really needs a song.
Yeah, it would probably be something like Mellow from like Neko Case or The Strokes.
My thoughts
Put,
are so deep right now.
Moby's Porcelain would be a good song.
I have it. Tyler, set the scene of you sitting on the bus.
Sitting on the bus, just
sitting on
looking
the
out the
bus.
window on my way to work. It's a typical foggy Daly City morning.
Man, that would have been great if I could have queued this up.
My life had been pretty good up until now. I had a good childhood. My parents were always there for me. They got divorced, but whose didn't? You know?
Mine didn't.
There we go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a
Set your scene. There you go.
shitty movie.
There's Tyler on the bus.
I thought everything was going great for me.
Yeah.
But sometimes life just throws you a fastball, and well, you can't always hit it back.
Can you remember when life was good? Like a couple of moments?
Perhaps the first puppy year.
Yeah, like
Something really.
Remember when your chinchilla and the puppy were playing together? Remember that?
Yeah, I loved them.
Remember when you were in art school?
Oh, art school.
Yeah,
Those were good times.
Remember when you were engaged?
Yeah.
Jesus! Oh my god!
Well done.
Sorry. All right. Wow. Now
I was trying to be Zach Braff.
I know. I just wanted you to get a little sad, Tyler.
sad.
my god!
I was just trying to.
I would have picked a Shins song, but stupid Zach Braff ruined the Shins.
See, I'd just like a montage of writing a really big article, because montages take an average of about a minute instead of several hours.
This is Micro Pares. This article could end, but I need 7 more entries.
It's not.
Then,
No, this is
brief shot of me falling asleep on the couch. Time elapses 45 minutes.
the speed photography of the sun rising behind you. The shadows move.
And setting, I don't move the entire time.
Surely I can squeeze in one more jerk before the gas tank fills up.
Rubbing your eyes, looking at your monitor.
It's at that point when you realize, fuck, I probably could download Mega Man Racing and grab...
Keep going, Brett. Don't stop.
If I spend 6 hours replaying Metal Gear Solid to get to that point with Sniper Wolf, to take that one screen...
It'll totally be worth it.
And I know I could take a YouTube still, but I would feel cheap. And I know that's what other sites would do, and that's what a freelancer would give me.
Yeah.
But I want that screen for myself. So I'm going to piss off my girlfriend and stay up till 3.
It's hard not to stop.
To do a thankless, pointless article that no one will read. On page 5 of an article that no one will read. And then just drown my sorrows with whatever this song is.
Never saw Magnolia?
No, I didn't.
Pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as There Will Be Blood.
All right.
I have always wanted to pour myself a drink in slow motion.
I just slowly stare at the wall.
Man, as someone who doesn't smoke, I wish I smoked.
Oh.
It's so
It
dramatic.
is good for montage.
It's really good for montage.
It's so dramatic. But
right,
I don't want to be hacking up
movies anymore.
Next phone call.
Hey guys, this is Variety.
No, you said that already.
Hello, Talk Radar. Name is Andre. I'm not on the site, but I'm here to
Please
ask
comment this
you
evening.
a question about the character I hate the most. It's that fucking Southern General from Fallout 3. You know, the guy who talks like this. Now, son, I need you to tell me absolutely everything about that fucking water thing. 'Cause I can tell shit about your fucking father you found after looking for him for half the game. Yada, 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 yada. Oh, I can't die because of radiation. Ha, ha, ha. I want to tell y'all podcast's great, man. Keep it up.
Like we were talking about the general from Bulletstorm. You stupid maggots! What did you think you were doing? I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. No one else? Fine.
I didn't play Fallout 3, so other than that's how everyone from my hometown talks, I don't know how to relate to that.
That is an annoying character that I met at the gas station. And
what kind of bread do you want at this Subway? I need to know.
Wait, you met at the gas station?
You want that sandwich toasted fat?
he seemed a little.
Yes, almost got into a spit take.
I think he had more inside him. Damn it, I'm still going.
No, sorry, you still going?
I just love the idea of someone yelling that at me in a Subway.
With that calm music.
Well, that'd be playing on the radio when I walk in. Like, let's see, I think I want a Subway club with American. Maybe I'll get herbs and cheese.
Man, you ever think these sandwich artists could be doing something better with their life?
I go to Cold Stone and watch them make these elaborate sundaes and just wonder, like, is it totally lost on the 6-year-old who's just going to spill it on the floor anyway? This is a metaphor.
Slow motion ice cream falling to the ground.
I don't even create what you're doing. Now imagine you're an artist with an audience of never. All right, next phone call.
The nothing from Nightmare. Whoa.
Hey, this is my sister's menstruation tastes funny from the forum.
Oh my god! Wow!
I remember that with the announcement of
wow, that was close.
Nintendo doing a new console, they might push back Skyward Sword to the next.
No,
console.
probably not.
No.
I was just wondering what you guys thought
Except
about
that they will.
Seeing as how we
I don't think
they'll probably do another
complete
Twilight
native,
Princess.
I don't.
Zelda for the Wii.
You asked your question already.
No, they won't do it until they do.
I don't think they will, because the difference was last time Twilight Princess was coming out the same year as Wii, and Skyward Sword in this case is going to come out this fall. JK, it is coming out this year, and whereas their new console they're only announcing this year and it will come out next year. Maybe they'll do like an HD remake like a year later. I doubt it. What I think they're going to do is they're going to announce the new system, and for the first time since fucking N64, they're going to announce a Mario game to launch the new console. because that's the only. They're not going to announce a new Zelda when another announced Zelda isn't even out. They're not going to do that.
Yeah.
But
And launching with Zelda is just weird anyway.
it's weird. So they
did it already.
And they did that recently,
It
but
was
like
an aberration.
the GameCube launched with Luigi's Mansion, which is a terrible
Awesome!
idea.
Awesome! God, I love ghost busting with a stupid skinny
Talking
Italian.
vacuum.
It wasn't
that game.
terrible.
It's not terrible, but it's like you're not going to get people. That's not that's not why people. And then a year later, later we get Sunshine. So there's a bit of disappointment with that.
I didn't realize this whole time I've been doing Fred Savage. I've been doing the Wonder Years. I didn't know then that what an aberration it was to launch with a Zelda game. But, well, I learned a lot of things that year.
It was at that time I realized my father and I were closer than we've ever been before. My brother Wayne wasn't the asshole I thought he was.
Hey, butthead. Shut up.
We decided to get married in Kentucky.
And when I came back from France, she had grown up too.
All right.
Hey, TalkRadar, it is Turbo Bison, and I have an animation question for you guys.
Please.
Why do people think the Thief and Cobbler is good? The Cobbler version is good, but the Matthew Broderick version is fucking horrible.
Yes, it's horrible.
Also, why does everyone hate Looney Tunes Back in Action?
It's not bad.
Great, but it's better than
Joe Dante understands Looney Tunes Back.
And see you guys on the flip side.
He's talking about
Is that the one with Steve Martin?
Wait,
yes.
My biggest gripe with that is like, why is Steve Martin in a role clearly written for Eddie Deason?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
He's he's Mandark on Dexter's Laboratory. He has
voice it like this?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He basically built his whole career on being a nerdy
He
stereotype.
said Thief and the Cobbler, and who was the guy? He was the director of animation on Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and he handmade an animated project for 30 years.
Yeah.
And
saw that on Nostalgia Critic.
Yeah, and the 10th, and like right down to the wire, when he was almost like, people would come off animated projects like, no, Richard, I'll come help you with yours. And they'd help him. It's fucking beautiful. The only voice in it is Vincent Price. That's how old it is.
And to pay for that, he would do genius, brilliant stuff like on the side. Like he would do like,
if you've never
like
seen the Ziggy Ann Christmas special, he did that.
Or the Raggedy Ann and Andy one.
The Raggedy Ann, which is fucking terrible, but one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see.
I remember that Ziggy thing. It was really fucking sad.
It's really sad.
As like a 12-year-old, I thought this is fucking depressing.
But if you think about, like, he has a great line on Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's like almost something I live by. He's like, can we really animate a character into these scenes? Like anything we want? And he's like, everybody told us no. And like this guy who was talking about, yes, it's hard. But yes, you can animate anything, anywhere, anytime. Yes. Why is everybody telling you no? Of course you can do it.
What was the second movie? Back in Action?
Looney Tunes Back, which is by Joe Dante, who loves the Looney Tunes. Like the Looney Tunes are in front of Gremlins 2.
Right.
When his segment of Twilight Zone, the Looney Tunes are featured prominently in the.
I forgot about that.
I like most of the Looney Tunes characters, but like
it runs into the Daffy. Daffy is the main guy, and Bugs is like look at this guy over here.
Yeah, see, that's not cool. And then I also
Screwball.
Sign.
But Back in Action is Space Jam is an abomination. But like Back in Action is pretty cool.
Yeah, Bill Murray's pretty funny in Space Jam for the 2 minutes.
Bill Murray's funny in anything. That's not fair.
Cobbler and the Thief, don't they kind of wreck it by adding a couple voices like Matthew
Miramax bought it to distribute it and just totally took it away from him.
Well,
so
what happened?
A couple of scenes were reanimated by like their house, like straight to video division, and then they just threw in Matthew Broderick and some other voice. And these
Jonathan
characters,
Winters.
their mouths never open.
Yeah,
They're
they basically just, it's like Popeye or something where they just record a bunch of dialogue that isn't there and doesn't
The cobbler has 2 nails in his mouth at all time, and that's how he expresses himself. He smiles, the nails go up. And
but like the Vincent Price character, like he's animated to have 20 fingers or like 17 fingers.
Just go
which
look at a
all
trailer.
move so independent. It's so
Turbo
amazing.
Bison, I love
and
you.
also the other thing that hurt Thief and the Cobbler was that I swear that like the Disney animators, when they were working on Aladdin, the animators knew of Thief and the Cobbler
and took a couple.
They
of
obviously took some things from it, like so it made
I
Thief
think a
and
bunch
the
of
Cobbler not
Disney
as
animators
cool
would go
when it
home and like walk, like they would.
They wanted
rumored.
to, yeah.
They would go work on this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'll draw some stuff. 30 years, and it culminated in a straight-to-video DVD with Matthew. And so, like, there's this other cut of how it was intended.
As close to it.
As close to it.
Well, because that guy doesn't want to ever. It broke his heart, and he never wants to touch it again.
Oh, fuck.
Or maybe legally
Richard
he
Williams?
can't.
Is it Richard,
Yeah, Richard Williams.
Richard Williams, yeah. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That is a thesis.
Dick Bill.
Hello, TalkRadar.
Hi.
Going for probably the most subtle concept I've ever made for a phone call, I would like to request a game music of the day. I generally ignore these articles and read only the ones where the games that I am familiar with are.
You're the problem.
Because I'm not really too appreciative of beats that I haven't really experienced in my childhood. I would like to recommend a little modern music for No More Heroes, which is an excellent soundtrack where the first game focuses on more of a pop with some rock undertones, while the sequel focuses on a lot of rock and metal.
I
for
hope
the
you're
soundtrack.
happy.
And the sounds are incredibly well done. The soundtrack is unforgettable, and you can listen to almost any song on there or any other genre.
You're
that
being
focuses on
overshadowed by your own recommendation.
incredibly well done, and I really, really want you to do that for pretty much any artist that you could use it in.
I can't hear you. Speak up. You need to speak up. I gotta look out this window for a minute.
Yes.
I'm really enjoying Moby. I can't. Oh, what?
Next phone call.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Broken Steel 1228 here, Marcel Delgado from Buena Park, California, and I have a quick question for you guys. Me and my friends we're some people on YouTube, and we're looking to start up a new podcast from all of our websites. And,
Instant profit.
well, we have no idea what the fuck to do. I know we need a mic program, and I don't know what else. I was wondering, you guys are obviously great at podcasting. You know your shit.
Really?
So I just wanted to know if you could help me out and maybe just point out what program I should use, preferably for a first-time user. We're looking in the 1 hour possible range for the time limit, and what mic, preferably under $100, and just what feed I should use. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. And Chris, I know you said that you will go on people's podcasts. So if we get the chance,
Of course.
I'd appreciate if you can go on ours if we get anything starting up. So appreciate it.
Will
Love
do.
you guys.
Good luck getting it started.
And, talk later.
Yes, Audacity is a good free program. Definitely start with that and then see what you can work with. We have a soundboard, which is Podcast Station, a dead program that lets me load decks and cards.
What was the one you used?
Sounds.
Tyler used a different one.
Oh, I don't remember what that was.
Just as an alternative.
I don't remember. the name
We
of
used it defiantly not to use Podcast Station.
No.
And I don't.
That's not true.
Whatever. This is a better program.
Yeah, but that program's
Old
defunct.
wounds,
It's not
open it up
offered
here.
anymore.
Yeah,
so
but you can find it cracked around the internet. Podcast Station.
that's illegal.
It is illegal.
We also have.
Well, we paid for our cracked version.
I did. I paid for mine. I have 12 for the rest of my life. I have 12 free codes.
I don't know. I can't
Running out.
recommend a specific microphone, but there's Google.
The mics do matter, but if you get to that stage, then your podcast is already pretty. Like we didn't get those
For the first
years.
year, we just used headsets. Like
We used headsets. We went and bought.
We bought
Michael,
a-
Brett, and
oh,
myself
yeah.
bought from Best Buy like the
Yeah.
moment before we did it, and then we used
like some computer headsets
Yes.
with like the swing down mics.
It's still my like headphones at my desk. How I edit sound.
Yeah.
and they were $19. But then we went and got Astro gaming headsets, where we just chained together. But like, just start with Audacity, see what you can record.
Initially, we were recording Skype with Audacity, so we all had our laptops out on Skype. One person had.
Which is pretty senseless to create a delay between people sitting next to one
It
another.
is difficult to do it like that. There's
And
lots
then,
of
then
guides
Veronica
out there,
Veronica
so-
Belmont recommended that piece of equipment to me. We used it at PAX. It was the H2 Zoom.
Oh, that thing's cool.
It's
I like that.
$300, $400, but
Zoom.
you can technically sit it in front of 4 people. It'll
And
angle mics back and forth and
talk
pick
at
up.
it.
If you listen to the Tim Schafer commentary on Costume Quest,
Yes.
go listen to that, and that's what that sounds like. Just when we sit it down and I talk with Tasha and Tim about Costume Quest, like we're just sitting across from another with this equipment.
How expensive was that thing?
It's not that expensive. Like, well, I mean, as far as a piece of equipment like that, it's like the price of a PSP. Like it was $200 to $300 or something like that.
I mean, it's
And
the
that
kind
was
of
the-
thing you use every week for the rest of your life.
Yes,
probably.
like I use that thing all the time. So like I'm very happy with that purchase, and it has like we can plug it into a camera and it can have perfect sound as well. Plug it in other sources. Good shit. XLR inputs. Boring. I know. Next phone call.
Hey, TalkRadar, this is KOK Kid from the forums. So anyway, I turned 22 recently. I started thinking to myself, what do I want to do with my life?
That was a good year,
And so
22.
I decided I want to become a video game journalist.
Bad
I
choice.
love
Bad
everything
choice. Very bad
to
choice.
do with it, and I would love to talk about it and get paid to do it.
Mm.
However, I have no fucking idea how to begin down this path. I mean, it's intimidating. I gotta compete with a lot of great talent. I mean, you guys
Man,
are
I
great
love
talent, and basically, that
My
scares
talent-
the shit out of me that I can't even get into this because you guys are great. Everybody else is great in this industry. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I need to study, what I need
Jesus,
to,
Henry,
where
come
I need to study. My spelling's not great. I'm not the best writer.
I mean,
but this is something I really want to do, and honestly, it's a little intimidating to get into. If you guys can offer your advice or any words of wisdom, what to study in college, maybe where to study.
Please help this
when
guy.
he said words of wisdom, it reminded me of a Bravery song. First person to tweet that song to me, I will follow.
Ooh.
boy.
I don't know.
What a vain prize.
I don't know. That just reminds me of anytime I hear words of wisdom, I think of this Bravery song.
Well, so he's 22. I'm interested to like how much college has he done?
Well,
at
at
this
22,
point?
that's actually when I decided, because when I started college at 18, I was like, I'm going to be a cinematography major. My friends and I are going to make movies. We did that for the first 2 years. We made a lot of shit. We had a lot of fun. And then the daunting realization of how much this fucking costs beat it out of us. So then I'm like, you know what? I love games. Nintendo's advertising is so terrible. I'm going to go into advertising to ultimately get a job at Nintendo and fix their terrible fucking ads that don't understand what the point of their games are. And then one semester of advertising classes was, this is terrible. So right at 22, I'm like, you know what, never mind. I'm going to figure out a way to write for a games magazine. But the problem with asking that of us is that, I mean, this is how I feel anyway, but like even our expertise or our experience of how we got into this industry is outdated.
Yeah.
Because like even me, who I live 2,000 miles away, literally 2,000 miles from San Francisco as growing up. So there was no games fucking industry. EGM used to be in Chicago area. They moved to San Francisco. Konami used to be out here in Illinois as well. They moved as well. So how the fuck would I get? So I just had to do a bunch of legwork to find, somebody went to the same college I did 10 years earlier and they now work for this thing and then they went to this thing. I had to fucking breadcrumb this shit to figure out that Eric Bratcher now works at PSM and he went to my college. Can I talk to him? But that was before Kotaku, before Joystick, before blogs, before Destructoid, before any of that shit happened. And now it's like, just start your own blog. Like Front Towards Gamer from Batman.
Well,
like they started a nice, like that's just them.
He's also talking about like he's going into college
or
which he study.
PC and Gen, same thing. They just did it themselves. And like, I mean, just.
But
what would you study, Michael?
I would study fucking journalism.
The journalism degree.
That's the thing. It's
that's
like
what I have. That's what my
I wish I had
journalist.
That
Journalist. Like
Chris,
go and study journalism.
I don't believe in the journalism thing, but if I did that, that would help me a lot. In this
you
job.
think it's just a conspiracy of?
No, I just don't believe that.
No,
it's
the
like
thing
real,
is,
but like
this isn't real.
You automatically know how to like structure information way better than I do based on your experience.
This is
I can make it funny and put a dick
Chris
joke
and
in
I
it,
were
but like
English
you guys
majors,
can get a headline and strapline across in a way that I fucking can't, and it's because of the experience you have in journalism. Like,
journalism,
I really
all the
wish I
journalism
could've done
classes,
that.
like as much bullshit as high school is, and most of college.
I lack professional brevity, and wish I would have gotten.
If
that.
you want to like do this seriously, like I would thoroughly recommend the journalism degree. Like, even though your assignments will be about fucking daily news and whatever, but it teaches you a practice.
Yeah, cut your teeth on the real shit, and that will teach you to value certain things. That will teach you to concentrate on certain things. That'll teach you like to zero in on what's important in any given subject.
And it's also
then you rely on your knowledge of games as a hobbyist to kind of carry you through the rest.
And it also, in the process of doing so, my classes were extremely fucking strict on spelling, punctuation.
My creative writing classes, not so much. Let anything slide.
Yeah.
So I came in here like, it's cool, right?
You also kind of have to understand the journalism degree is the equivalent of like a black belt. Like, because you have a black belt, that doesn't mean you're qualified to enter UFC.
Right.
But it's you have to gain it through real world experience. You have to kind of get out there and you have to report. You have to edit, and you're only. I mean, college will give you the tools to prepare you for that, but only through real world experience will you actually be able to do it. And and your advice is excellent. It's just start a fucking blog. Just if you want to do it, start doing it.
Yeah.
Like, look at what other people are doing. And, you know, at first, like, I will admit, like, when I first started writing reviews, I had no idea what I was doing. And I looked
neither.
at what GameSpot was doing. And just like, okay, how do they structure this? How do they approach an issue? What do they focus on? And just kind of, like, you know, make sure that, like, review a game, and I'd look at a review for a different game, and it's like, okay, what did they focus on? You know, how do they structure that? What do they put first? You know, what do they make sure to include?
Yeah, I did the
no
same
matter what
thing.
you're learning, you generally start off learning through imitation, and then
and then you develop your own style.
Yeah,
You'll
once
develop a point of view, which is very important.
Once you get there, you'll know. You'll be able to make your own. But I started out like before I did my first review, I read all of Games Radar's reviews, because my first review was a freelance for Games Radar, and I read GameSpot reviews, and I even imitated, like, down to sentence structure, and that's how cliches end up in writing, because it's like, well, this is how they worded this statement, and I want to make the same statement, so I'm kind of, you know, and I wasn't a very good writer, but then over time, you develop your own voice, so.
Yeah, but the best way to figure it out is to just do it. Like,
Just do
like
it.
even in 2001 and 2 and 3, like, before any of those blog sites really took off, like, even when I was in college, I was still just writing reviews for myself, and I put them up on some site I ran that
Angelfire?
No, it wasn't Angelfire. Like, my
Homestead?
friend bought a domain.
Oh.
And it was
I know
just
the
like
domain very
something
well.
/ Brelston or something. But, like, it's probably gone, but
It's
like,
I mean, I don't think that domain exists anymore.
I got something from directory Rich Tar on one of those sites.
Oh, well, that stuff might be different. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
This is, like, really old.
Okay.
I don't know.
We've answered this question a lot of times.
Yeah.
All right.
Be better.
9 seconds.
It's Chris from the forums. Listen, this is a message for Strangle Me. Man, we miss you. Call back in on a podcast. Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please
for real.
do.
Strangle me.
Strangle me.
Who do you think you are not calling in?
Tell us about your retarded pigs.
Yes.
That was your joke, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Tell us about the urban
Osama
cheese.
bin Laden is dead. Yeah, fuck yeah. Party at my house. Yeah.
God.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty cool. Bye.
I guess.
You know,
it's pretty cool.
it was
Guy from the internet.
it was pretty weird to, like, have America's supervillain dead.
Yeah.
now, like,
I really want him. Like, he's under the ocean now, and radioactivity could bring him back. And that would be the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
If he rose 6 months from now, like a little more powerful. Awesome. Awesome. I would find a reason to believe in America again. I want to donate all my money this Christmas to America so they can destroy this Osama. Next phone.
Hey, TalkRadar, this is Alright. Just want to say that that Osama bin Laden is finally dead, and as a service member, I'm
What?
pretty
He
damn
is?
happy about that.
All right, you get to be
wanted
happy.
to tell you all that. I'm guessing you guys probably talk about it or something. I don't know, I just wanted to bring it up. So to all our service members, hey, we did it, man. Mission accomplished. Later, guys.
Yeah.
Good podcast.
it's finally time to say mission accomplished. Like,
Yeah,
there
8
you go.
years to the
Congratulations, Navy SEALs. Now make SOCOM better.
I guess so.
Did you know that they announced Bin Laden's death on the same day they found Hitler's dead body?
What?
May 1st.
May 1st.
That's what I read.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Hey guys, this is Hard Metal Maniac on the forums.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
My question was, like, I just watched a Pixar 25th anniversary video, which I'm sure Chris has seen.
Yes.
And it just literally made me break down. It's
what they do now.
I love Pixar, and they totally just get my feelings.
1 more minute.
And emotion, and just really
Oh, Michael started.
brings an emotion reaction. So my question is, what was the first game, or like, what was the first video game to bring a true emotional reaction out of you? Like, you really felt like crying. You really felt
emotional reaction is
beautiful
vague.
or moving. You really
Moving,
felt,
okay.
I mean, for me, it's the entire
Seems like
ending
he's
of-
always moved.
That will go down my entire life as an hour of me crying unsensibly for an hour.
Pretty sure he's crying right now.
I feel like he's breaking up with us.
Thanks for answering this call, if you do, and keep on rocking, because you guys help me get through the week.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow.
The first
Someday.
video game that made me feel emotional was Final Fantasy VII because I felt really sorry for the Blade having to enter that filthy bitch Eris.
Mine was the emotion engine on the first PS3 game. Like, that really moved me.
That was a PS2 feature.
But
It was in driving.
No, you gotta have the sound effect for that.
I don't. I have my hand over like, I have a bunch of weird numbers. I'm not moving it from this one because it's the next phone call.
Driving emotion type S.
Yeah, Final Fantasy IV probably when everybody comes and they're in tanks and they're shooting at the giant. It's everybody who you think is dead.
Yeah, and they all come back. Like, that stirred me, but I mean, as far as the thing that brought me the closest, I cried at Mega Man 2's ending. I've said that before because I thought he died, and I was really sad.
He just left. He gave up.
And I ran to my mom. Like, Mega Man is dead. Why would he die?
And we made the joke that you were like 17.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. Karatika, the ending when the princess kicks you to death.
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
Right.
That's an emotional reaction.
To the point where
Anger.
Michael was a grown man in tears, kicking things around his apartment. How
But
dare
then,
she?
But then, like, the first thing that I remember actually, like, making me tear up that I can think of, other than Mega Man 2, was fucking Bioshock 1 ending. I said that before, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking love it. I think it's
a little bit choked up there.
brevity at its best. Just like, did more.
You're talking about the evil ending, right?
The good.
Oh, man, all those splicers.
All those
so
splicers on a
awesome.
submarine?
They're gonna kill everybody.
I feel like that good ending is like the height of, like, it doesn't need to be long to be good.
No more responses. Next one, go.
Yo, I'm not
That's
part
what
of the forums 'cause I'm a
girl
man.
said.
Right?
Shut up.
JK. Yo, I'm not part of the forums because I'm a man. Right? JK.
Oh, you're not a man.
I don't. Well, my least favorite character from video games would be Master Chief. I've always thought he was a twat. Mwah. Bye.
All right.
He doesn't have enough personality to be a twat.
There you go.
Kale here. Also, I feast on Antista. And I just bought the Mortal Kombat, the album from 1994.
Ooh.
By the Immortals. Because you guys played the music so goddamn
Fuck
much. and I
yeah.
love it. So I just had this to say. Oh,
Right.
Italian
These
Ninja
ninja-
talking host with your farts so bold. Antista.
I like this.
There you go. That's for you. Love you.
That's what your life led up to.
So, you know, I think the game I felt a lot of emotion in was
And that's old.
was Heavy Rain. There was
What the fuck?
I said I've
You
said
had
a lot of-
emotional response.
I've
to my-
said-
Hold on. It really doesn't matter.
I've talked a lot of shit about Heavy Rain, but I said that like 20 minutes of that game made me feel more than I did in any other game.
You react strongly to my piece together
No,
story.
there was a part where you save when at the very end where you get your kid out of the water.
Kale
Your
here.
kid could have drowned, and you don't know if you screwed up or not. And like they fake you out that he's dead for so long, and then like he breathes, and they're like
Well, now
I
I never
actually
have to play
honestly
it.
like felt
Thanks.
something when I found out he wasn't dead.
1, we'd moved on. 2, you just gave everybody a massive spoiler. 3, that was a giant bring down. Henry.
Well, that
next-
was a good
next
news.
phone
The
call.
kid didn't die.
Hey, TalkRadar. This is my uncle Diaguai from the forums, and I come bearing bad news. I just sent in my first console that has ever broke on me in for repairs.
Bad news for
After
you.
thousands of hours and multiple plays with all my friends, my Nintendo Wii has finally shit the bucket.
What?
It's going to cost me $85 to get it replaced, and I'm feeling pretty bad right now.
$85?
Which really ticks me off is because I have a 20-year-old NES that had been sitting in a basement for 10 years that I can still play games on, so I don't know why my Nintendo Wii decided to just stop working. So I have a question, actually. This has been answered, you guys talked about this in some form, but what was the first console you've ever lost? I mean, I know Brett said he had to send in his Xbox, 4 times, but what was the first one? Thanks for playing us on the air.
My
Okay,
N64 is just irreparably gone. Nothing. N64. And no one else has a broken N64.
Yeah,
Yeah, one of my friends had to go through 2 or 3 PS1s and was doing that shit where he turned it upside down.
Mhm.
But I never had any problems with my PS1. I think the first thing I ever had crash was my GameCube. But even it didn't break. The first thing I had to send in because it's fucked was my 360. I just had pretty good
I
luck.
brought my NES in the Montgomery Ward to the licensed Nintendo Service Center.
Oh, yeah.
They're so
Yeah.
Mario with the
Story.
wrench and overalls. told me
Yeah,
on the-
yeah.
Back
I overheated my GameCube and had to send it in for repairs because it was just a marathon session of Metroid Prime and it just died.
Wow.
My
And
little
send it
bro-
back, and then my Xbox broke. The only system from that generation that did not break on me was the fucking PS2.
My little brother's Sega Saturn messed up because near the end of its life, we imported like X-Men versus Street Fighter and Dungeons and Dragons. We put in the RAM card that could play import games, and it fried the internal memory, and so technically you could still play Saturn games, but you lost all your saves,
everything.
and you
it's
could,
like unplugging it, which it also lost all your memory.
Yep.
My dog
What a
broke
great
my
system.
Dreamcast on the first day I got it.
I remember that.
The dog's
That
not
was a
alive
sad
anymore.
story.
I'm sorry. I'm
Man.
sorry. You want the music?
I'm not saying
again?
the Dreamcast is why. I'm just saying.
You all right?
No, I went back and got a new one.
Did you get a new system after that?
Yeah, and then I got a PS2.
Which one was it?
I got whatever I wanted because I was an upper middle class kid.
Did you get a new dog?
Was it a good one?
No.
Was it a better dog?
Yeah, I did. I got 2 new ones.
Did it fill the void of the old one, or is that even possible at this point? Like, I mean, is that ever possible?
No, it still hurts.
It still hurts a
sometimes.
little bit?
Yeah. Sometimes I look up at the stars and I just think like she's up there.
No, I know. She probably looks
She's like
down.
one of those stars.
Yeah, I know.
It's floating in that ball of hydrogen, just on fire forever.
Like a little 2000, like the end of 2001.
Just screaming and crying because she's
Like,
forever on
how did
fire.
I get to the star? I died when they buried me, and somehow I ended up in this binary cluster. And
I'm a nuclear reaction now, and I just think about her thinking that, and it just warms my heart.
Do you think like if you were just to end it all, you could be reunited and like?
Yeah, I think I would be in that star too. You know,
like I think you would. I think it's possible. Like
burning.
You shouldn't think like that, but it's probably possible.
You know, just cycling inward and then back outward
I know.
into the core of the star, where
You're preaching to the ethereal choir, man. Like I understand.
And then my light, I
do. Yeah, no.
From my matter,
Yeah.
which is converted into energy.
Absolutely.
It goes out into space,
Yeah.
and it just keeps going.
Never stops, dude.
No, it
Never
just keeps
stops.
going for forever.
Never stops.
Does it when it ends? Does time stop?
Yeah.
Is that the end of all time?
Yeah.
That kind of shit needs an atmosphere.
Just to the end
Your
of
heart
time.
doesn't have an atmosphere.
No, it is like my heart, just
the
straight
Amy Man
to the
song
end
is
of
over.
time.
During
With
that
my
whole
dog.
exchange, their lips kept getting closer and closer. Just wouldn't kiss.
Hey, TalkRadar. How you guys doing? This is Cleanser247 from the forums.
Hi.
I'm just calling to wish you guys a happy 150th episode. You guys have come along so far, and I just love your show. It's the best show. It's the best podcast.
It is longer than the first one.
I'm just so proud of you guys. You guys make my day every week, so keep up the great work. I hope you have a great 150th episode, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
That doesn't make sense. We make his day every week.
We're going to make 2 of his days every week
That
now.
makes me feel good. I enjoyed
We're
that.
gonna try. I have a feeling it's probably gonna hurt us more than it helps us. It's going to help us and hurt the listeners.
I think it'll
But-
be. I think everyone will resist the change initially, but I think the
So
total
everyone
hours
does
are
all
the
the time.
same.
That's true.
And it will
If
make.
not more, maybe.
Let's not jump ahead.
I want to make promises
Hey guys,
right
this is the
now.
Young Kid from the forum.
Bad idea.
Just here, walking the dog, some exercise. And honestly,
I already heard from you. Hold on. Sorry. We have a lot of phone calls.
Hello! TalkRadar, this is Cleanser247 calling again. I'm just
Hi
calling to
again.
tell you guys that we got over 16 players on the TalkRadar Minecraft server, and
Nice.
it's growing,
Wow.
a
Get
lot.
Mike
each
Grimm on
week.
there.
So right now
loves
we
that
are working
game.
on the Norwegian King of Names castle, and it's looking really,
nice.
very, very good. So
What is it
I just
called?
wanted to let you guys know that. And we have lots of projects we're working on the Minecraft server. So, yeah, people, you got to come and build with us. It's lots of fun. So, I'm going to let you say how to bone saw. So, see you guys later.
Right, brothers.
See you guys later.
Yeah.
Come onto the Minecraft server and build with you in the manner of gods and earths.
I'm with that.
No,
Wait.
5%ers? Any 5%ers in the room? Come on.
Wait.
I didn't want to say it.
folks. I'm not currently on the forums, but I love TalkRadar. I was just wondering if you
Unacceptable.
could isolate the dialogue at the beginning of the Bullet Storm, where Grayson Hunt says, "Just like old times, huh, Ishii?" And Ishii says, "Forgive my lack of nostalgia." That way you can play it when Hank talks about Yoshi's Island.
You got you, Egg. You got you good.
That was my comeuppance right there.
Yeah, you got
My
you, buddy.
star dog are laughing.
Nice phone call. We got a lot of phone calls left.
man.
Sorry.
Hey, Radar, this is Doc Tone from the forums. Congratulations on your 150th. Very proud of you. Doing very well. Keep going. Doing so strong. Love listening to you. You bring all the jokes. You make me laugh every fucking day. And I love you for it. Keep doing your thing.
Aw. See, that's perfectly
That was
sweet.
nice.
Hey guys, it's Bruno96 from the forums. Just want to wish you and the listeners a happy 150th podcast.
Thanks,
Brina.
Look at that. So totally fucking sweet and Short.
Are they
Nice
calling
and short.
from the royal wedding?
Hey, Talk Radar, it's Landon Ben Buskirk. Just calling to wish you guys a happy 150. Awesome. You guys have provided me with a ton of laughs, and I really, really, really enjoy the show. I don't want to see it go anywhere. I love you guys. What can I say? Bye.
Hey, Talk Radar.
I think these are going to be the really
Just
sweet
wanna
ones.
wish
We're
you a
going to burn
happy
through them.
3-year anniversary. Happy 150. This is Phazon 117, and I've been a huge fan since episode 1.
Hey,
just want to say that Shao Kahn is a fucking asshole.
It's a
And that's
terrible
congratulate
final
you again
boss.
on 3 years. It's the best podcast I've ever heard. Bye.
Aw.
Thank you.
Hey.
Next phone call. Sorry.
Fuzzies.
Hey, Talk Radar. This is Loving My PS3 from the forums, also known as Games Radar Fan on Twitter. And I was just playing some Super Street Fighter 4 online, and I got a question for Brett. Everyone hates Ken and hates his fucking flaming dragon punch. So I play a jury, and I know
Me too.
Brett plays jury. So what's a good counter to that? Because I'm sick of spin kick dragon punch, spin kick dragon punch.
Spin kick,
It's
dragon
bullshit.
Skin pick.
Well,
Well,
so I just wanted to say, Brett, you play a fucking great Blanca, and I
sure
respect
do.
that. Even
I
though
sure
I
do.
don't beat you with Dan.
I'm not going to be
Anyway,
modest here.
Keep up the good work. Hopefully this will inspire a pretty
I like to
big-ass
say,
Street
we went to an
Fighter
arcade over the
conversation. I always
weekend.
enjoy those.
Talking over the man.
Wait all
sorry,
of the show. Hopefully there will be another 150 more.
Maybe.
All right, see ya.
Pigskin wagon lunch.
I just like to say, Grim. We went to an arcade over the weekend, and I rolled Grim for like 12 matches in a row. Well, yeah, when he switched to Zangief, he
I saw
fucking
you-
cheesed me in
I
the
saw you
corner.
Grief. Dude, a lot of Zangief grief.
Fucking Zangief, more like it.
I'll give
It's
you
a
one.
great wine too, by the way. But I was trying. I'm trying.
You're on fire, buddy. I'm sorry.
It's more of a fucking.
I'm not going to put you out.
A wet, sopping mess.
I know what you're saying. Next phone call, though.
Just
Hey,
hang on.
Triplet from Twitter.
I can't stop it.
I've
It's
been
already answered his
listening to
question.
podcasts of awesomeness since the very beginning.
I can do it quickly.
I haven't called in the past because I had yet to lose a loved one in a freak Missouri logging accident so violent only the godliness of TDar could help me overcome the tragedy. But I couldn't pass up calling in on this joyous occasion and congratulating you guys on 150 episodes of Orgasmic Win. I raise my glass to you, Talk Radar, the best podcast in the world. I hope you guys have a good one and never stop doing what you love. Good day, sirs and or madams.
Who did the phone call about jury? I didn't hear, but just Twitter me, DM me, or Games Radar messaging on this site.
At Brelston.
We'll talk.
There you
We'll
go.
talk. We'll talk
Hey,
about jury.
fuckers. This is Hank Venture here. I'm wishing you a great 150. Hope you have 50 more at least so we can get to 200. Alright? Is that good?
Maybe.
I don't see it.
Love you guys.
We'll at least get to 200.
Love you too.
These are all the. Oh,
Hey guys, it's Persian Blood on the forums. I just saw the tweet about
Quiet
calling into the hotline, so I decided I would. And I just randomly
Thank
thought
you.
of this. I don't know how many podcasts ago it was, but I realized you were talking about how you can portray like you losing, like the protagonist losing. And in a movie it can work fine, but in a video game it works horribly. Like you used Halo Reach as an example. Well, I was just thinking, well, this is a spoiler for Red Dead, but
The hero
like in the end of Red
loses.
Dead, you end up dying. So, like, what about that? You guys loved that game, and you ended up dying at the end. Just wondering.
I feel like maybe the difference there is just that Rockstar did such a better job of characterizing John Marston.
Or I feel like his character was at an end.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't- he kind of framed it. There's nothing, and then you play fucking cattle rustling missions where like I don't want to do this as John Marston. I would imagine John Marston doesn't want to do this ever.
And they still made a way for the story to work. Like, you can't have an ending like in GTA like that because you still have to play as Nico to do all the other missions in the city afterwards. But with the invention of Jack at the very end, like they could have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah, you could avenge yourself. You could.
Whereas Reach, it's like, I don't feel like they characterize those people well at all, and then when they lose, I'm like, I don't give a fuck if these
care.
people lose. I didn't see their face half
They were
the
no
time.
different from the squad and kill zone. To me.
Yeah,
I
I
did
just,
not
I
care.
just didn't fucking care. Bungie's not great at fucking humanizing anything.
All right, I'm gonna try and get. We have one.
I know.
Hi, Talk Radar. It's
Hey.
Talk Radar Wiimote from the forum.
Hi.
I just wanted to call up and congratulate you on 150 amazing episodes. Your show is genuinely and thoroughly entertaining. It takes so much for a person like me to laugh, from day to day, and you guys do it every time, guaranteed. I listen all day at work, I tell everyone about it. It's the most, enriching.
It is. It really is.
That I
enriching.
Every day. I love all of you guys, man. Keep it up. And here's to 50, 150, 1,000 more.
Thank you, buddy.
Y'all have a good one. And
it's like drinking in shirt.
More. Dr. Devious here to wish you a happy 150. Been listening since 24 and loving every minute of it. I have a question for Chris about Disney. Has Mickey and Minnie ever had any kids? I find it weird that over a decade of Disney, it doesn't seem like they did.
They've never been married.
Keep up the great work.
And they have two. Mikey has two nephews named Morty and Ferdy. Next phone call.
What the fuck? Where did they come from?
TalkRadar. This is Sunnyvale Trash.
They're an epic Mickey.
Jughead hats?
A recent listener to the podcast. I'm
Who are
a
the
huge
parents
fan.
of
You
Huey,
guys
Dewey,
crack
and
me
Louie?
up, and I read the website daily. You're all doing a great job, so thank you for that.
He wants to answer.
My kind of question for you guys is Heavy Rain perhaps an evolution of the Telltale point-and-click game? Like, is that the way the games could end up playing out? Anyways, I had to look up your number on Google, and I got the TalkRadar Wiki article on it, and this definitely falls under a calling in shit-faced type call. So I hope you guys play it. Bye.
This is an answering shit-faced kind of answer.
I mean, I haven't played Heavy Rain, but it seemed like they weren't quite the same type of game as a point and click.
No, they're similar, but Heavy Rain is a little bit more dynamic.
Okay.
And that's funny that the Jurassic Park game Telltale is making looks like it's a Heavy Rain knockoff.
Well, they seem to be exploration, trial and error.
Yeah, I mean,
dinosaurs.
I really liked Heavy Rain as a game. Like, just in terms of isolate the
like it
gameplay.
as a story.
I hated it as a story. I hated it as a film. And, I mean, the thing was, like, it was basically one long cutscene after another that were, like, semi-interactive for the most part. And, like, but if you take it as a series of unrelated vignettes, I think it's fantastic. It's just if you try to gain some sort of overall meaning from the story, that it's just like, this is fucking idiotic.
Well, let's see what L.A. Noire does.
Ooh, burn.
Yes, maybe we will.
Maybe we will. Next phone call.
I don't think we
Hey,
ever
it's
will.
Andy from the forums. I just want to say congratulations on 150. And I was really disappointed that you forgot to air the last couple of minutes of the top 100, the most hated game character battle. I thought it was really disappointing. And also, I'm still happy that you read the annoying thread that what host annoys you the most, and you realize, oh wait, maybe we shouldn't yell, and maybe we shouldn't play a bunch of sound effects over everything.
What?
Keep it the great work. I like the new format.
I don't agree. What are you talking about?
Oh my god! Where did you get that Pac-Man sound?
TalkRadar, this is Clem the 247 calling. I'm just calling in to wish you guys a happy 150th. You guys are an amazing podcast, and you're my favorite, and I'm so happy you guys are doing a show every week for us. So yeah, guys, great work, and I hope you guys keep doing it.
Thank you.
That annoying host thread is like quickly spiraling out of control.
All right,
people are just yelling at each other now. It's just everybody
did it a bunch of times.
Everybody get along, please.
Pretty please.
Oh boy,
Blanca.
Hey, Tucker, this is Steve here from Forums. I want to say, awesome 150, yeah, woohoo.
With feeling.
Yeah, totally.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I gotta get back to something. Bye.
This
phone call.
Andrew, a.k.a. Welcome Ghosts, on the forums. I don't post really much, but oh well. I'm not going to send you some bullshit about how you've made my life better.
Do it anyway!
I guess I'm just going to say that you guys are awesome. I fucking hate my job. A lot of times I work with a bunch of rednecks in North Georgia, and I have no one to talk to about video games. So I listen to you guys on the commute, and it really just makes things a little bit easier. You're fucking awesome, and yeah, just know that some of us listen to you and don't feel like we're the only ones left in the world that still like video games. Yep, bye.
You're not alone.
All right.
Hey, Tucker, this is Boxing Marco.
Hi.
Woo! Tucker, 150! Unless I missed it completely and it's 151, then woo! Tucker, 151! That is all.
So 151, we should get a bunch of 151.
That is true.
Hey, TalkRadar, this is Cleanser247 calling again. I'm just calling to say how much I love the show. You guys are doing a great job with it, and it's seriously the highlight of my week. So you guys are doing great work. Please keep it up. It's the best podcast
on the earth. It's just absolutely amazing. So yeah, you guys are doing awesome work. So yeah, great job. See you guys.
Hey, fuckers. This is Hank Venture here.
Good news
Wishing
for you
you
fucks.
a great 150. Hope you have 50 more at least so we can get to 200. Alright, is that good?
That's fine.
Love you guys. Bye.
Next
Hey
phone
guys,
call.
Persian Blood on the forums. I just saw the tweet about calling into the hotline, so I decided I would. And I just randomly thought of this. I don't know how many podcasts ago it was.
Last one I got.
Hey guys, it's Sam.
Hi.
AKA shamefully inactive forum user Ted Didlio. And to
Aw.
plug myself like a dick, twitter.com/chinspired. I just wanted to let you know that your voices have accompanied me on dozens and dozens of my bowel movements over the last 3 years. But none of my orgasms, because I'm a straight man who doesn't want to come while listening to men talk.
Well, fix that.
Some food for thought for you TalkRadar masturbators.
There are girls on the show.
Come for food. That's right.
I've had to pause your conversations while shitting sometimes because the spontaneous and hearty laughter it elicits affects my anus's ability to properly contract, resulting in accidental poop reentry or preemptive log cutting. So thanks for fucking around with my butt. Holy shit. 150 episodes. I've been with you guys since the beginning. You've got me through some long car rides, airport bullshit, plane rides, picked up my spirits, tough times,
Good.
you've helped me get through 3 years of community college that I finished today.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks for everything. I listen to a shitload of podcasts, including some I pay good money for. TalkRadar is still hands down my favorite out of all of them. I'm so appreciative of all the hard work you guys put into it, and I'm so glad you still do it every week. So please keep messing with my butthole for 150 more.
That seems like a good way to end it, everybody.
We got. Well, you said there were hundreds of calls.
There's
to
hundreds,
get through.
hundreds of calls. We're just going to end it there. Asher sent me this nice clip of some live album by Anamanaguchi I didn't know existed. And this is Helix Nebula Live.
Wow.
And we'll be back next week with something new and a little different. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.